win or lose, we're going to walk out of this stadium tonight with our heads held high.
That is amazing. Wow, what a game.
Oh, my.
Unbelievable.
One more for the record books.
Nothing's gonna stop us now.
At the buzzer, knocks it down.
Kick is up. Yes, he made it. Yes, reverse layup is good with 5 seconds left.
Put 6 on my stat. First title in program history.
Being an in-state kid, everything that I wanted in the school was right at home.
Every coach has a toolbox, and every tool is from another coach.
Camaraderie, be able to hang out with each other and be together.
Takes it all the way for the touchdown.
Led by a future Badger.
I'm very excited for this kid because he is brilliant.
What an absolute javelin toss. He's going to throw a jump pass and complete it for the 2-point conversion to Hawk.
I mean, we can see a lot of offense.
Put the exclamation point on it.
At the buzzer. Wow. It's good. Oh, my goodness.
Do your best.
Thank you so much for all you guys do for high school sports.
Guys, I got goosebumps.
That's all anybody can ask for.
The biggest games, the most compelling stories, the area's best high school sports coverage. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
They aren't just crosstown rivals, they're next-door neighbors. It's the Slider Bowl here from Lake Mills High School. I'm Hunter Vaughn alongside the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Summerow, here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. And Zimbrick Honda has been a part of the Madison community since 1973. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations, one on Fish Hatchery Road and the other on Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? At Zimbrick Honda, buy 3 tires and get the 4th for how much, Dennis?
$1.
That's right, just $1. Shop local, shop Zimbrick Honda. Dennis, it's a rivalry game in week 1 to kick off the season for the Lake Mills L-Cats and the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors. We'll start with the visitors who had to travel real far, 0.7 miles from their high school here in Lake Mills High School for the Warriors. They walked over. They're on the field warming up in their Penn State drip, as I call it. They're all white uniforms with blue numbers and nothing else. But they're coming in with a brand new first-year head coach in Dennis Leckwey, coming off of a 1-8 season last year, 0-7. They're looking to try and rebound things, and they're going to try and do that against their biggest rival, the Lake Mill L-Cats, tonight.
Well, Dennis has been a part of the program for a few years. He actually teaches freshman religion. So everybody on the team he already had in class, and he coached the last couple of years. So, and you look at the unlimited contact this summer, coaches could talk to the players. That for any first-year coach in the area, that was a boon. Anybody that was a first-year coach a year ago is probably jealous.
Yes.
So they got it. But yeah, Dennis is a veteran coach. We had him on our PrepMania pregame coaches roundtable that ran last week, and very interesting guy. I really like the makeup of the squad, but this is the last time this will be a non-conference game. Lakeside Lutheran goes back into the Capitol next year. Conferences get reconfigured. And then hopefully this game will be played week 6, week 7 later.
Yes.
It's tough to have a rivalry game week 1, especially when you're bringing in a coach now. They're changing up offense a little bit. They've been pretty much a veer running. They want to pass a little bit more. So Lake Mills probably isn't sure what they're going to do tonight on the Warriors side.
Which is huge for the Warriors because this is a Lake Mills squad then as we look to the home team tonight. They're coming off of a 10-2 season, 5-1 in Capital Conference. They lost to Columbus last year, who won the conference, went undefeated, and then made it to level 3 in the playoffs before losing to the eventual state champions, St. Catherine's, 19-14. And they've got easily one of the best quarterbacks in the entire state, a junior, Tyler Woline. He led the conference in passing yards and touchdowns last year, and he's looking to top that 2,000-yard performance from a year ago.
Even more important for Tyler, he's got 4 returning offensive linemen, 9 starters back on offense, but 4 on the offensive line led by Levi Stark, 236-pound senior, the only player on the squad who was first-team all-conference in the trenches, both sides, offense and defense last year. So when you got him out there and you take a look at some of the guys in front of him, I'll tell you, there's some pretty good size up there. So 240, 247-pound center. And I think Tyler's in pretty good shape. He's one of these dual-threat quarterbacks, and now he's also a very good basketball player. But he did a little bit of AAU in the spring, didn't do a spring sport because he spent a lot of time working with the wide receivers on his own and also working some quarterback camps, really trying to refine his game. And as good a basketball player as he is getting now a lot of looks for football. So coming into his prime recruiting year.
Yeah, and he's like almost the perfect size that you want to see at a quarterback. He's sitting at 6'3", he's listed at 201 pounds. For them, they're going to run a power spread, this Lake Mills squad. He's going to use his legs a lot. He'll throw the ball. He's going to be all over the place. So he's the guy that we'll get to it a little bit later, but he's going to be a big key for this game. Honestly, this is one of those games tonight here, Dennis, where I thought, why do we even have to ask Dennis Leckie what the key is? We know what it is. Try and control Tyler Woline, right?
2,500 yards combined passing and rushing last year. He had 22 touchdown passes, and he ran for 6. Also, he had 30 tackles as a defensive back. I'm talking to AD before the game. Maybe not as many reps now on defense. You like to, again, two platoon, a smaller school, you got to have your best players. You know, we talked about Levi Stark having to go both ways. Mm-hmm. But, he's just a phenomenal athlete. We saw him in the basketball court.
Yeah.
And as much as he terrorizes basketball teams, he's double trouble here on football.
We're counting down to the opening kickoff of the Slider Bowl here at Lake Mills High School. And for those of you that are wondering, we'll talk about it a lot, but the American Legion here in Lake Mills will make sliders for the team that wins this game next week at one of their practices. So that's why they have called this rivalry game the Slider Bowl. Probably the best trophy you could get, Dennis. Cheeseburgers.
Right. They did it, and then when the pandemic, they kind of backed away for a couple of years. They just get a box of burgers and give them to the school, let them do what they wanted. But this year was the year they decided they were going to amp it back up again. And, they want that food. Any way to motivate a young man? Food.
I mean, we saw it with the state of Wisconsin and the Milwaukee Brewers. You have George Webb trying to give away burgers if the Brewers can hit a winning streak, and sure enough, they did, and the state went crazy for it. The Milwaukee area went crazy. So, of course, a bunch of teenagers are going to go crazy for some cheeseburgers as well. We're down to 17 minutes until the opening kickoff here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. We're also brought to you by Madison Axe. Throw it, nail it, celebrate. Check out the buzz at Madison Axe, your state-of-the-art entertainment spot with 8 lanes of axe throwing, interactive games, plus digital target projection and scoring. For even more fun, check out their indoor backyard, 2,000 square feet of shuffleboard, cornhole, yard games, and more. Perfect for a night out with the family or parties. Madison Axe is your destination for all things fun. Go to MadisonAxe.com or head to their location on Stoughton Road today. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have our Midwest Financial Group coaches' profiles. I talked to both coaches heading into this game, and we'll hear from them next on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
The team at Midwest Financial Group are values-based financial specialists that offer full-service financial solutions. This local independent firm has been dedicated to helping people achieve their financial, tax, and insurance goals for over 30 years. Visit mfgteam.com to learn more about how they can help set up your future for financial success. Advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network, a registered investment advisor.
We shopped at Chalmers because my husband wanted to get me a larger diamond in my engagement ring.
The folks at Chalmers said, well, we could just make it like this and we could do these things. Really just basically decided that there wasn't any place else we wanted to shop.
But not only did they create this new engagement ring for me with this gorgeous center stone, they also rehabbed this other ring, and I am beyond pleased.
Her favorite thing to do now is to walk around and show her hands and have people comment on it.
This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. I'm Hunter Vaughn. With me, the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Summerow. It's now time for our Midwest Financial Group Coaches Profiles. The lineup at Midwest Financial Group consists of coaches for your financial world, organizing all of the players on your personal team for the best chance of success. Behind every great team is a great coach. Let Midwest Financial Group be yours for your financial planning needs. Head to mfgteam.com to get a start on your financial future. Advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network, a registered investment advisor. We'll now hear from our visiting coach. He walked over from Lakeside Lutheran High School, Dennis Leckwey, the first-year head coach for the Warriors. Joined now by the first-year head coach for the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors, Dennis Leckwey. Dennis, we've talked to you a few times now as we've gone through the offseason of your first year as the head coach for Lakeside Lutheran. And one of the things I know I've asked a few times about is starting off your season here against your next-door neighbors in the Lake Mills L-Cats. But now that you've been around your players, how are they feeling? How's the energy coming into their big rivalry game to open up their season?
They feel pretty good. We've come off our summer workouts and our preseason practices in really good health. We've got a really good attitude about it. We had a good showing at our scrimmage, a lot of things we need to work on, but feel pretty confident as to where we are. And as far as playbook and understanding of our defense, the kids seem to be doing really well with it. And yeah, like I said, they seem pretty confident. They're juiced about it. There's a lot of excitement in the classroom, a lot of excitement in the locker room and on the practice field towards it. It's pretty cool to see the energy.
Now, something that we've talked about with you a few times here is, again, we've spoken to you a few times in the offseason, is that you were emphasizing an increase in speed for your team. Now that you've had the guys in practice and that, how do you feel that that's been going as you get ready for week one?
Really good, actually. They've totally bought into it. They put a lot of time and effort into it. Obviously, strength is a big part of it as well, but a lot of our practices revolved around making sure the kids are healthy and just doing a whole lot of things that's for the betterment of their health. So speed is a big part of it, but really health is a big part of it, and having high days and low days in order to make sure that their body has time to recover after a really big high day where we got a lot of collision, a lot of high speed work that really work in their mental side of it and the brain side of it, having a knowledge of what the expectations are in this play and what the expectations are in that play. And I feel the healthier their body is, the healthier their mind is, and the more they can absorb with it. So I think with a combination of all of that, I'm pretty impressed with where we are. Obviously, we'll find out game time and how they're doing with it. But overall, we as a coaching staff, and I think the kids feel pretty confident too as far as what they need to do. Now it's just a matter of making sure we do what we need to do.
As we look on the other sideline then for Lake Mills, they've got a 3-year starter in Tyler Woline at quarterback, and he had over 2,000 yards passing last year. What are you telling your DBs and the defense as you get ready to face one of the best quarterbacks, I think, in the entire state?
Yeah, I would agree with that too. He's a massively talented individual, and it's not a secret here in town. All my kids know it. A lot of kids went and watched their scrimmage. He still got it. They being a lot of local kids and being literally cross street rivals, they know exactly what he brings to the table, and he's got some pretty good weapons that are over there as well. So that's a big part of what we're gearing up for. We've got to be able to do the best that we can to try to limit the easy options that he's got and try to make life a little bit more difficult for him in making those decisions. But I agree, he's a massively talented individual and brings so much to their team. They're super blessed to have him. So, yeah, but it's no secret to us. We know exactly what it is, and we got to stop his feet. We got to stop the running backs as well. But that's a big key for us, knowing they're going to throw the ball and they're going to want to throw the ball a lot. And we just got to make sure we can do the best to use our scheme to slow that down. And I know we can't shut it down, but to slow it down the best we can.
But then for you guys, who are some guys that fans should be looking out for, paying attention to, you expect to be big parts of what your team does and contribute to any success that you guys have this year?
Yeah, well, I think it starts, too, for us at Logan Strom at quarterback, making the right choices and the right reads, whether it's a run or a pass. The big guys up front with Jackson Stein and Will Stibbs. We've got a couple of their seniors that we've moved to the offensive line, and Carter Flack and Lincoln Coates. They bring a lot of energy and a lot of toughness. I think if we can dominate that portion of the line offensively, it's going to make Logan's job a lot easier. We've got a guy we moved to tight end, Billy Gibson. I think he's extremely talented and brings an attitude to it out there that if we can get that ball into his hand, we'll be doing real well. In our backfield, I feel great about it. We've got Owen Marty and Ty Schmidt and Tipton Smiley, who got some great speed and some good moves, and they love to hit. So it works well for our offense, which obviously is a run-first offense, probably different than what Lake Mills is going to be doing this year. But if we can establish that, it's going to help things with the passing as well. We've got some good guys that are out there running patterns for us and some pretty good speed out there. That the hope is with the balanced attack offensively, get some runs and some timely passes in there, can really make it hard on Lake Mills as far as how do you stop everything that we got going. Defensively, it all starts with my big boys up front. A couple guys that I mentioned already, Lincoln and Zach Holman is a guy that's going to be at our nose tackle, a quick, speedy guy, and Will Stibbs on my other side. We get some pressure and get some heat there and be doing really well. I love the aggressiveness of my linebackers, both inside and outside. Again, we got Billy and Jack Thiele and Carter Flack at our outside linebackers. They're going to bring a lot of attention, hopefully, to what's going on and make some plays. And on the back end, I've got my cornerbacks need to play real disciplined. I've got some good speed. They got some good technique out there. I feel pretty comfortable with that. And then this year we got a 2 high safety look, and those guys love to fly around the ball, and just making sure we're making the right reads and hopefully limit what we've got going on. But Owen Marty's back there that brings some good senior leadership to what we're doing.
Well, good luck tonight, Coach, and good luck as it's your first game as the new head coach for Lakeside Lutheran.
Hey, thank you very much. We're excited to play.
And now we'll hear from the home team's coach, Tyler Huber, for the Lake Mills L-Cats. Joined now by Tyler Huber, the head coach of the Lake Mills L-Cats. Tyler, I want to start with the fact that you guys are opening up your season here with your biggest rivalry against Lakeside Lutheran. Has that brought a different type of energy to the beginning of the season for your guys, starting off with a team that they're so familiar with, being so close, and, a lot of these guys probably living near each other with the Lakeside Lutheran squad?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's definitely a game that's circled on the calendar in the off season for the boys. Obviously, a lot of the kids know each other, just living across the street from most of the other boys from the other school, and so kids are excited for this game. It should be a great atmosphere, good energy, and we're looking forward to it.
Now, I want to look back on your season last year. Your team fell in that sectional championship game to an eventual state champion in Racine St. Catharines. Is that something that you guys have talked about here in the off season, like feeling like there's unfinished business or anything like that heading into this year?
Not necessarily. This year's team is a new team compared to last year's team. It's a new group of guys, but obviously the guys coming back from last year's team, remember kind of how we went out. And so it's just, I think for anything, it gives us a little bit of a confidence boost, knowing that we were pretty close, to getting it done against the state champions that ended up being Racine St. Cat's. And so I think we have a lot of the kids have a lot of confidence going into this year. So it should be an exciting year for us.
Well, you mentioned guys coming back. One of them we've got to talk about, Tyler Woleen. This is going to be his third year now as the starting quarterback for you guys at Lake Mills. He led the conference in passing last year with over 2,000 yards. What is it like for you having a kid that now is really, he's got to know the offense front and back and know it just about as well as you do, leading your offense now this year in somebody like Tyler Woleen?
Yeah, it's a privilege for myself to be able to coach a kid like Ty. He's a special kid. He works his butt off every single day that he comes in, whether it's in the weight room or getting stuff done on the field. Kids just kind of gravitate to him too, along with the receivers and getting out there on the field and throwing routes. And they've been working really hard all spring. They were coming in at 6:30 in the morning about 2 or 3 times a week to throw the ball around and stuff. So it's a great opportunity for us as a program and for me as a coach to be able to coach a kid like Ty.
Who are some other guys that are coming back this year that we should be watching out for, fans should be looking out for from your Lake Mills team?
Oh, we got a few that I could definitely mention. To start off with, like a couple seniors, Caden Smolinski. Caden plays running back and outside linebacker for us, and Caden led the state in defensive touchdowns last year with 6 defensive touchdowns all by himself through fumble recoveries and interceptions. Another senior, Levi Stark. Levi had a really good offseason for us. He was our only first-team all-conference both-way player last year. He'll be on the offensive line and defensive line. We have a huge group of juniors this year in the 27 class that didn't have the opportunity to play quite yet last year, that worked really hard in the weight room and worked really hard in the off-season. Dylan Brinkmans, Blake Bowman, J.P. Brzezowski, Jackson Roberts, Mason Gray. There's a huge group there that I'm looking forward to watching play this year and step up and fill some of those roles that we lost from the seniors that exited last year.
Looking to the other sideline as you take on this Lakeside Lutheran squad tonight, who are some guys that you're maybe telling your guys to watch out for, or things that they do that you're really trying to focus in on?
They change up their defense a little bit from years past, but it's the same old thing every single year we play them. We got to be able to stop the run. Their triple option, they run extremely well. They know what they're doing, even though that this is their third coach in the last 3 years. But they know what they're doing. They have a tradition of running it, and so we have to stop the triple option and know our assignments and execute on Friday night.
Tyler, thank you so much for the time, and good luck tonight as you take on your rivals, Lakeside Lutheran.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Sharon needed legal help. She needed Gruber Law Offices.
When I think about Gruber Law Office, I think about how they took care of me, how they make sure that you get what you're supposed to get. Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all. I will always trust one call, that's all.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
They are the best. I'm very happy.
I'm Hunter Vaughn. Alongside me, the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Summerout. It's now time for our Zimbrick Honda's keys to the game. Dennis, for the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors, what are their 3 keys tonight?
Emphasis will be on a balanced attack on offense. They only average 26 yards passing a game. They want to kick that up. Control Tyler Woleen, the dual threat quarterback. A little pressure to keep him making quick decisions, and win the turnover battle.
Those are the keys for the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors. We will step aside for the national anthem, and then when we come back, we will have the keys to the home team, the Lake Mills L-Cats, here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
When you or a loved one are faced with an unexpected injury or illness, Stoughton Health's Urgent Care is there for you. Stoughton Health has 4 convenient urgent care locations for the care you need without the wait. We have urgent care locations in Stoughton, Oregon, McFarland, and Cottage Grove with extended hours to fit your schedule. Stoughton Health accepts over 160 insurances, including Dean Health Plan, Quartz, Humana, and more. Please visit stoughtonhealth.com for more information. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
Come see what the buzz is all about at Madison Axe, Madison's state-of-the-art entertainment spot. Enjoy 8 lanes of axe throwing, interactive games, plus digital target projection and scoring. For even more fun, check out their indoor backyard with 2,000 square feet of shuffleboard, cornhole, yard games, bar table games, and more. Perfect for date night, groups, corporate meetings, or private events. Madison Axe is your destination for all things fun. Throw it, nail it, celebrate. Go to MadisonAxe.com or head to their location on Stoughton Road today.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Is your home ready for a makeover? At Wanakee Remodeling, we specialize in exterior transformations that turn heads. New siding, flawless decks, and windows that shine. Our team delivers top quality craftsmanship with unbeatable warranties, ensuring your home stands strong and stunning for years to come. Call Wanakee Remodeling today at 608-442-0034 or visit WanakeeRemodeling.com. Schedule your free estimate and let us bring your vision to life. Wanakee Remodeling, building beauty that lasts.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know it's not just a car, it also drives your children's dreams. So whether you're going to soccer practice, robotics club, or opening night in the school play, we help protect those dreams. Save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
GRB Academy is baseball for the serious player. Over the past 15 years, GRB has been Wisconsin's top destination for player development and advancement, including over 468 college commitments and 27 MLB draft picks. Their facility in Windsor is the home of GRB Rays Baseball and features over 52,000 square feet of elite baseball training. Tryouts for the 2026 summer season begin July 22nd. Find full training programs and register now at grbacademy.com.
This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. I'm Hunter Vaughn. With me, the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Summerow from Lake Mills High School for the 2025 edition of the Slider Bowl. Zimbrick Honda has been a proud part of the Madison community since 1973. They're your one-stop shop for over 250 new Hondas to choose from. Whether you're looking for a sedan, SUV, or a truck, their selection of new vehicles is second to none. Stop in today at their location on Fish Hatchery Road or browse their car selection online at ZimbrickHonda.com. That's ZimbrickHonda.com. Shop local, shop Zimbrick Honda. Dennis, for the home team, the Lake Mills L-Cats, what are their 3 keys today to come away with a win in the Slider Bowl?
Number 1, stop the run, control the triple option, the split veer. 2, start fast. Since Lakeside gets it first, that means get a 3 and out and score. right away for the L-Cats and establish the run game and take care of the football. In other words, win the turnover battle.
As you said it, Dennis, the Lake Mills L-Cats they won the toss and deferred, so the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors will get the ball first. The home team L-Cats kicking off from left to right as we see things here at Lake Mills High School in their white helmets with script L-Cats on the left side, their numbers each individually on the right side of their helmets, and then blue jerseys with white numbers and yellow trim, and then white pants with a pair of blue stripes up the side. And then as for the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors, they're simple. They keep it classic, Dennis. They go with a Penn State look. White helmets, a single blue stripe down the middle, white jerseys, blue numbers, solid white pants.
I can tell that's your favorite. There you go.
I think Penn State has the best uniforms in all of college football. Brock LeVake will be on to kick off for the L-Cats. And the 2025 Slider Bowl is underway with an end-over-end kick taken at the 7-yard line on the far sideline. Cuts it upfield up to the 25, and stumbling down near the 30-yard line was Kimpton Smiley.
Yeah, 6'4" sophomore. He's going to get a lot of reps, I got a feeling, this year in the backfield.
And he's one of a trio of running backs that Lakeside Lutheran expects to use tonight, along with the senior Owen Marty as well as Matthias Schmidt, the other two running backs. First-year starter, the senior Logan Strom, will be the man under center for the Warriors. Last year he did throw 12 pass attempts, and we already have a whistle and a stoppage.
Yeah, the clock's running.
Ah.
They didn't stop the clock on the after the play was down.
And now they reset it to 11:55.
There we go.
It was showing 11:25. Strom breaks the huddle for the Warriors with a 1st and 10 at the 26. Strom will be in the pistol. 2 receivers to his right, lone receiver to the left, brings Gibson, the tight end, in motion from the left side over to the right. Strom crouches down, gets the chest-high snap, takes it over to the right side, breaking through tackles, lowers his shoulder, dives ahead across the 30 and out of bounds. And it'll say he stepped out at the 31.
Looked like Blake Bowman got a little piece of him on the attempted dive for more yardage.
The first play of the game, a designed quarterback run for the Warriors. We'll give him a gain of 3 on 1st down, 2nd down and 7. Strom has a pair of receivers, a receiver to each side of the formation, 2 running backs in the backfield. It's a give up the middle, and it'll be no gain on the play. That was Matthias Schmidt getting the handoff up the middle, and they'll give him no gain on the carry. 3rd down and 7.
Pack of cats on that one, right?
Or a clouder of cats would be a group of cats, Dennis.
Well, I like the pack. That's a tack.
That's a pack of wolves, though.
Oh.
Cats are different than wolves, Dennis.
Okay, we're going to get into that argument right away. No howls tonight, though.
No howls tonight. It's 3rd down and 7. First drive of the season for the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors. Sprint out to the near side for Strom. He's trying to direct traffic, stops, lobs a pass up in the air, and that'll be over the head of Gibson, the intended receiver. Billy Gibson, the junior tight end, was the intended receiver, and it'll be a 4th down and 7, bringing out the punting unit for the Warriors.
Yeah, Gibson, an offensive lineman last year, honorable mention all-conference player, moved him out there. He's a big boy, 6'4", 215 junior. But this is what the start fast, like I said, for Lake Mills. They got a 3 and out. Now we'll see what they can do on offense.
Lake Mills will put one man back on the return. Colin Christian, the junior wide receiver, had a receiving touchdown last year, did Christian. And Thiele will be the one punting. Thiele gets the snap, has some pressure coming, a line drive kick, spinning towards the right sideline, bouncing at the 36, takes a Lakeside Lutheran roll down to the 32. Out comes the junior quarterback, the third season now starting for Tyler Woline at 2,055 passing yards that led the Capital Conference last year, along with 22 passing touchdowns, also number one in the Capital Conference. Dennis, I said it in the pregame, I'm going to say it a lot, probably one of the best quarterbacks in the entire state of Wisconsin is Tyler Woline.
He's only a junior, think about that. It was a 37-yard punt, so not too bad for Lakeside to try to flip the field a little bit, make the Hellcats go a little farther.
Woline will start from the pistol, deuces to the right, single receiver to the left, lone running back directly behind him. He'll throw out to the near side quickly for Quant. Quant has plenty of running room, and he's dragged down across the 45. It'll be a pickup of 14 on first down, and it'll be a new set of downs for the Hellcats.
Yeah, Quan, a big play guy last year, averaged almost 21 yards a catch. That's a pretty good start right there. 15 yards on the first play from scrimmage and a first down.
Already matched his total number of receptions from last year, did Gibson Quant. He had one catch for 34 yards last year. Now Woline will be in the gun. Lone receiver up at the top of the formation. Two receivers to the near side on the right. He claps his hands once, gets a chest-high snap, fakes the handoff, moves away from one defender, makes another one miss in the backfield, tries to jump forward, but he ends up going out of bounds and losing 2 yards on first down.
Good pressure, 50. Will Stibbs forced that, extended that play to the sideline and got a little bit of help from his teammates.
Second down and 12 off of the loss of 2. 10:06 to go in the first quarter of the Slider Bowl between Lake Mills and Lakeside Lutheran. Again, if you're joining us late, the winner of this game gets sliders from the American Legion here in Lake Mills. Hence why we call it the Slider Bowl. Second down and 12 for Tyler Woline. Claps his hands, gets the snap, play action, roll out to the left. Throws over the middle of the field. Wanted Quant. It's tipped up in the air. They'll say incomplete as it went into the hands of the defensive back, Oliver Povich. He wanted the interception. Instead, it's a third down and 13.
Oh, and Marty there had a little breakup on that. I think he got his hand on it.
The third down and 13, Dennis, for most teams, be a concerning spot to be in on your opening drive, but the Hellcats have Tyler Woline at quarterback, so I'm sure they're not terribly concerned right now.
Well, we saw a few big plays last night on third down.
Yep.
And he can make them too.
He absolutely can, as the offense looks over to the near sideline to get the play call from the coaching staff, and they check the wristbands to get their play. Woline will be in the pistol on third down and 13, 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. 3 receivers to the top of the formation, nobody at the bottom. It'll be a handoff to Habish, and it'll be a loss of yards. Maybe should have been a face mask called, but there was no flag thrown. So after that gain on first down to begin the drive, the Hellcats just went backwards after that. Pushing it all the way back to a fourth down and 17. Excuse me, fourth down and 20. LeVake will be the one back punting. Owen Marty on the return. A high kick. Marty takes it at the 30, over to the right side, and he is spun down at the 33, and we have a flag on the play. We'll see what the flag is. It was thrown near where the return was. The officials figure out where the penalty will start from. Where Lakeside Lutheran is lining up, it looks like it's going to go against the Warriors. I think they're still figuring out where this will get marked off from.
Yeah, it looks like the marker from the 31.
Yeah, and they They haven't signaled what the penalty is, but they're
there goes
moving
a
it back.
Looks like a hold.
Moves it back to the 21. So a 10-yard penalty on the Warriors.
So,
1st and 10 from their own 21 now on their second drive of the season.
a 37-yard punt, but the penalty gets them back. So they got plus yardage on that exchange.
Strome's in the pistol. He has 2 running backs behind him in the backfield.
Pitch.
And it's a triple option. Pitch out to Marty. He splits 2 defenders, cuts upfield, gets down to the 25. Pickup of 4 on first down. So this triple option still what they're going to be running here at Lakeside Lutheran, or the split veer as they call it.
And Cam Benish wrapped him up, just 4 yards on that one.
2nd and 6, inside 9 minutes to go. Lakeside Lutheran will take their time the majority of the time in this game, huddling up, like to just run the clock and try and run the ball, even though head coach Dennis Leckwey does want to get a more balanced attack for the Warriors. Strome fakes the handoff, looking to pass, fires deep down the middle of the field. He's got a receiver, and it is incomplete. Jacob Marty couldn't win the jump ball in double coverage, and it falls incomplete. 3rd down and 6 now for the Warriors.
Yeah, Gibson Quant and Nolan Kolkovich there made that almost impossible to catch. That would have been a circus catch if he could have pulled it down.
So, Dennis, we've seen more pass attempts from the Warriors here to start.
Two so far.
Yeah, which honestly I wasn't expecting off of what historically has been the Warriors'
Well,
offense.
they said they did want a more balanced attack, but when you say the word veer, you don't think a pass.
Exactly, and it'll be a pass on
Another
3rd
one.
down, deep pass into the arms of the defender, interception down to the 32, right into the breadbasket of Gibson Quant on the interception. So Gibson Quant with a couple of big plays early for the L-Cats. He had the 17-yard reception to start the game for the L-Cats, and now with the interception, and they're into Warriors territory here in the first quarter.
A 17-yard return, picked that off on the 42. Had a little caravan there on the sideline, right in front of the Lakeside Lutheran bench.
And Gibson Quant will get to go to the turnover candy machine on the sideline.
Yeah.
It's a 1st and 10 at the 33. Going from left to right are the L-Cats. Woline claps his hands, play action, roll out to the right. As defenders coming, throws to the sideline. That's over the head of his intended receiver, Ethan Glenick.
Tyler Woline's pass intended for number 6, Ethan Glenecki, was incomplete.
Ethan Glenecki, the senior wide receiver.
2nd and 10 for the L-Cats on the Warrior 33-yard line.
Last year had 246 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns. Expecting him to be the big play threat for the receiving core for the L-Cats this year. Second down and 10 at the 33, 8:12 to go in the scoreless first quarter of the Slider Bowl. Woline claps his hands. 3 receivers to the right of the formation, 1 to the left. Handoff up the middle to Smolinski, and he makes a couple of defenders miss. Still breaking through inside the 20,
gone.
10. Touchdown, L-Cats. Caden Smolinski just throwing defenders off of him with 8:03 to go. Scores from 33 yards out. Dennis, that was a senior grown man run from Caden Smolinski, throwing defenders off of him. I thought that he was down a couple of times, but he still just kept on fighting into the end zone.
Yeah, 6 foot, 191 pounds, packs a punch there. He just kept going, kept the legs churning, right down the sideline, a little escort, and into the end zone.
And then we've got a flag on the false start coming from the L-Cats. They went with a swinging gate formation on that point after, so now it looks like they'll go to their typical special teams formation for Brock LeVake, the kicker. Try and make it a 7-0 ball game with 8:03.
Brock LeVake setting up for the Elkcats to kick the extra point.
Yeah, most teams will go for the extra point. Mount Horror being the exception. Mount Horror, Barneveld love to go for 2. But
LeVake's kick is an end-over-end kick right down the middle of the uprights and good. 7-0 game with 8:03 to go in the first quarter here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. We're also brought to you by the GRB Academy, and they want to be a part of your plan to reach your baseball potential. Utilize GRB Academy's 52,000 square foot facility, 14 batting cages, and 6,000 square foot weight room. With private instruction, group training programs, and travel teams, the GRB Academy prides itself on providing the highest level of coaching for the baseball player in your family. Visit GRB Academy for more information. The GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player. So, Dennis, one of the keys that you said for the Lake Mills Elkcats was start fast. Do you count this as a fast start given the punt that they had?
Yes, they were able to get a 3-and-out. Didn't do anything the first time, but come back in the second, taking advantage of the turnover. And anytime you can score in 2 plays, 33 yards, 14 seconds, that's a fast start for a drive.
They have a 7-0 lead as Brock LeVake will be back to kick it off to Marty and Smiley. This will be kicked over to the far side to Smiley. He grabs it at the 10, lowers his shoulder ahead into the 20, 25, 30, and churning down to the 31.
Tackled by Elkcat number 24, Colton Spiegelhoff.
Logan Strom in the offense coming back out. He threw an interception on the last drive that set up that Elkcats touchdown. And then this can be the problem, Dennis, like we talk a lot about with these teams that are so run-heavy like the Warriors traditionally are. It can be hard if you fall down in a game. Strom in the pistol. 2 running backs, triple option. He's going to keep it this time, fighting through defenders and is finally brought down. It was a lot of work for Strom to pick up 2 yards on first down.
Number 56, Ricardo Martinez, the Elkcat tackler on the play.
2nd down and 8, 7:30 now to go in the first quarter. Elkcats lead 7-0.
Yeah, he's going up against a pretty good defensive line. Levi Stark, first-team all-conference player. Josh Batiste, and that was Ricky Martinez with the tackle right there on the play.
Strom again in the pistol. Hands it off to Schmidt over to the right side, and Schmidt falls forward and is able to at least pick up another yard up to the 35. We'll give him 2 more yards. Now a 3rd down and 6 inside 7 minutes to go.
2 yards run and an incomplete pass doesn't get it done. That's 3-and-out territory again. So they got to try to get something going here. You don't want to get down in a 2-touchdown hole this early.
Strom again in the pistol. 2 running backs set. He'll fake the handoff, take it himself, and he's hit hard after a pickup of 1.
Spiegelhoff, 24. Ouch.
The senior middle linebacker there on the stop.
Here's one for you. Last year, he was honorable mention all-conference on special teams. He had 33 tackles. He also carried the ball. And as one of those guys, probably never leaves the field on punts or kicks either. So that time we saw how hard he hits.
And then there's a penalty on the Warriors that'll back them up coming into this punt. But they'll actually, the Elkcats will end up declining it.
Yes, Coach Huber, who are your hardest hitters? Levi Stark and Spiegelhoff. And he showed it right there.
I feel like with the last name Spiegelhoff, you've got to be a hard-hitting linebacker. That's a linebacker name, right, Dennis?
You betcha.
And Jack Thiele kicking for the Warriors.
Thiele back to kick for the second time. Pressure coming again. A high side-winding kick. Christian takes it at the 15. It bounces, but he's able to pick it up, splits a couple of defenders of the 20, and then down to the 22. Colin Christian avoided disaster there as he tried to pick that up off of a bounce. Sure, that's one where the coaches, when they're watching film on Monday, be like, hey, if you let it bounce, like, it's okay, just let it keep rolling.
48 yards on that punt, so definitely flipping the field there. Going to have to make Lake Mills go a long way. Their first touchdown was just 33 yards. This is more like it for the Lakeside Lutheran defense.
Defense that for the last few years has been coached by now head coach Dennis Leckwes, and they run their 3-4 defense. Tyler Woline and the L-Cats offense coming out back onto the field. 1st and 10 on the 23, ball on the near hash mark. He claps his hands, hands it off to Habish. He gets underneath the arm of a defender, but then tripped up and falls down in the backfield. Andrew Nass, the 6'2", 299-pound junior defensive end, with the tackle. It's a loss of 1 on first down. This is a veteran defensive line for the Warriors. They've got Will Stibbs, a senior defensive end, then Zachary Hillman, a senior nose tackle. They also put in the senior Coben Meyer, who's out there right now, number 77, the 6'2", 339-pound nose tackle, and then the junior Andrew Nass also.
Also, Licken Coates is another senior is going to be out there rotating in too.
Woline to throw on the near side. And the incomplete. He had 2 receivers right there, Jackson Roberts and Colin Christian. I think they both weren't sure exactly who that was intended for. They both ran the same, like, 4-yard hitch route.
Somebody ran a wrong route.
Yeah, I think someone was supposed to run the hitch and somebody else was supposed to go deep on a fade maybe. So the offense of the L-Cats with a 3rd down and 11, looking over to the sideline. They'll get the play and check their wristbands so they don't have to completely huddle up. I don't know. I'm going to be honest. Pablo Iglesias, our video producer, looked at me. I don't know what my voice did right there as I tried to say bands. So,
we got a timeout.
Whistle and a timeout. Our first Madison College timeouts. Timeouts this year brought to you by Madison College here on our ESPN Madison YouTube stream with that, I must say, great-looking graphic. I'm the guy that made the graphic, by the way, for those timeouts. But it's a Madison College timeout. I got to self-promote when I can, Dennis. Okay?
Hey, we used 11 of them last night.
Exactly.
They got a lot of service last night from us.
5:11 remaining in the first quarter. The L-Cats using their first time out, brought to you by Madison College. So, Dennis, the L-Cats, they had that 33-yard touchdown run here in the first quarter, but other than that, they really haven't been moving the ball well.
No, they haven't. Completed the first pass was for 15 yards, and since then we see we've had 3 incompletions and only 1 rush for positive, and that was the touchdown. So Lakeside Lutheran doing a good job coming out here. Again, a rivalry game. To take that 1-8 record last year and throw it in the trash can.
Well, and 2, I think, Dennis, for them, it's first game of the year, the excitement of that. On top of it, a rivalry game, so they have a ton of energy starting out. 3rd down and 11 for Tyler Woline in the L-Cats offense. They'll drop back to pass, looking over the middle, pump fakes, throws it over to the near side. He has a receiver in Glenicki, but he is stopped right away. Picking up 3, maybe 4. It'll be a 4th down and long, and LeVake will come out to punt. It will be a 4-yard gain on that 3rd down. 4th down and 7.
We didn't have a punt last night.
And LeVake drops the snap, able to get it off for a moment, but he hits the bottom of his foot and then picked up by an L-Cat at the 10. So a huge play on special teams gives the Warriors great field position.
Yeah, credit Blake Bowman with recovering that one. That could have been picked up and run in for a touchdown. So
could have had a scoop and a score.
Yeah, defense is going to have to get their back up against the wall here, and it looks like going to mark it on the 10, so no first down. Let's see where he places the ball.
Yeah, they're showing the
Right
sticks
on the 10,
aren't up
on
on
the
that
10.
far sideline,
So
so
they
it'll
got-
be first and goal at the 10.
The toughest 10 yards to get are the last ones. Shorten the field a little bit, and then we'll see what the Elcats' medal is here. Pound the rock is their theme, and let's see if they're going to pound the rock on defense.
Strom in the pistol.
We got
directing some
motion.
traffic. Yep, and we had 2 players moving that time as he tried to bring his tight end Gibson into motion.
Let's not have a repeat of last night where we had, 5 penalties and 11 plays in the second half.
Yeah, that would definitely be nice, Dennis. As in now, instead of it being the toughest 10 yards to get, it's going to be the toughest 15 yards to get, this being those last 15. That penalty backs up the Warriors 5 yards.
But being an optimist, I'll go, it just got more room to score. That's all.
Exactly. You can run more route combinations when you're backed up a little bit. First and goal from the 15 for the Warriors. Strom in the pistol. 2 running backs in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. Now pitches out to Marty to the right side. Marty
Good
cutting
play.
upfield. Gets it up to the 10-yard line. Makes up that penalty yardage to make it second and goal at the 10 now. Down to 4:20 to go in the first quarter. Elcats leading 7-0 here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania, the 2025 edition of the Slider Bowl.
Levi Stark right there to help make that tackle, keep him out of the end zone. So he just got the yards back.
Now the Warriors breaking the huddle for a second down and 10. Strom looking back at his running backs and now out to his near side receiver, that's Thiele. As he has Jacob Marty split out wide to the right. Now Strom gets the handoff, pitches it to Marty, a one-handed grab in the backfield. He's got the corner at the 10. The 5 lowers his shoulder and then is out of bounds at the 2. Owen Marty said, "Get off me."
That was a man move. Put that shoulder down and get some extra yards out of it, and he did.
So an 8-yard gain on second down makes this third down and, it'll be
about the 3, it looks like.
The
so.
3. I thought he stepped out at the 2, but they'll back him up a yard. I'm going to guess, Dennis, being now third and goal at the 3, that you've got 2 downs to try and get into the end zone for
I
the
think
Warriors. So. Thiele, the lone receiver to the left. Jacob Marty, the lone receiver to the top of the formation on the right. Strom in the pistol, running backs flanking him to each side. Strom gets the snap, hands it off to Marty up the middle, and he is stopped for no gain, and we have another flag on the play. So we'll see who this goes against.
Lakeside's backing up.
Yep. Lakeside is the one backing up, and it'll be a block in the back, backing up the Warriors. So, Dennis, we mentioned it in the pregame. We talked to head coach of the Warriors 3 times now, I have, coming into this game throughout the offseason. We talked to him back in the summer, and then he was a part of our coaches roundtable. And one of the things he's talked about is he wants this team to be very disciplined, but we've seen some penalties really stalling out drives here in the first quarter for these Warriors.
Yeah, that's important. Make a lot of improvement from game 1 to game 2, things to clean up, and right now that's the penalties is way too much when you're going up against your rival who's stacked a little bit more than you are.
Third and goal from the 13. Strom, play action, rolls to the right, throws out to the right side to his tight end Gibson. Gibson inside the 5, fumbles it into the end zone. There's a dog pile for it. We'll see who gets the signal. Lakeside saying it's a touchdown, no call yet.
66.
Still no call as they try to pull the bodies off of the pile. A celebration from the Warriors, and there it is. Touchdown, Lakeside Lutheran. A fumble into the end zone recovered by the Warriors, and they're an extra point away from tying up the Slider Bowl. 3:23 to go in the first quarter, and a lucky bounce gives Lakeside Lutheran the ball at the 10, and then a lucky bounce gives them a touchdown.
They're crediting Marty, 33, with coming up with the fumble in the end zone for the score.
Owen Marty getting his first touchdown of the year.
And that's the first catch for Gibson, offensive lineman last year, now at a tight end.
So he showed he's got the hands to catch the ball. They're going to probably want to work on a little bit of his ball security once he is running with it, though. He nearly cost the Warriors a touchdown. The Warriors huddling up, and they're going to line up to go for 2. They'll have 2 receivers to the left. We've got a whistle and now a timeout by Dennis Leckwee and the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors. That's the first Madison College timeout for the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors. We'll step aside as well with 3:23 to go in this first quarter. The Warriors trying to tie this game up or maybe take the lead with 3:23 to go. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on ESPN Madison's YouTube channel.
Bucky wants a Honda with lots of headroom.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
Something with room for all your friends, right?
These are the people who take good care of you.
It's gotta be red, of course.
Get to know Zimbrick, 'cause you deserve it.
Zimbrick Honda. Hundreds of options. Zero hassle.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
3:23 to go in the first quarter. The Lakeside Lutheran Warriors recovering the fumble in the end zone. And now talking about whether or not they want to try to go for 2 and take the lead or kick an extra point and try and tie this game up as they got their first score of the season. Dennis, I'm going to put you inside the head of the other Dennis Leckwee of the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors. Are you going for 2 here or are you kicking the field goal?
Field goal, you mean extra point?
Extra point, yeah. Are you kicking it or are you going for 2?
I'm going for 2. You want to see if they can take that lead right away, come back, and you've taken advantage of a muff punt or whatever, 10-yard line. Oh, somebody donating to the Booster Club. Very nice here. This is a great crowd. I don't think you can squeeze anybody in front of us.
It is a packed house here at Lake Mills High School.
Look at the end zone to our right there, too. People up on the fence. And, of course, the touchdown's on the other end. So, now what? Lake Mills going to call a timeout?
They haven't shown it on the scoreboard.
No, but still 2-2 in timeouts.
So some conversation with the officials, and now
they're not calling 2 in a row, are they? I don't think you could do that.
Oh, so it's not a touchdown, as we were just told by one of the coaches. So it moves it back to a 4th and 1. So with a rule change this year, Lakeside Lutheran does not get that touchdown. So they'll have a 4th and goal at the 1. So Lakeside Lutheran will also get that timeout back.
So that's
4th and goal at the 1.
It's a 12-yard completion.
Strom is under
recovery.
the center. And he'll hand it off to Marty. Marty lowering his shoulder. Lake Mills says they stopped him, and they did. So the rule change takes the touchdown off the board for the Warriors. Marty is stopped on 4th and goal. And now the Lake Mills L-Cats get the ball with a 1st and 10 on their own 1-yard line. Then we have an injured Warrior on the field with 3:17 to go in the first quarter.
So then that is a 12-yard reception to Gibson. Credit the fumble recovery to Marty, and then he gets stopped for no gain. So 2 nights in a row. Last night we saw that great stop for Sun Prairie East against Verona, and then we know what happened next, a 99-yard touchdown run. Well, let's see what Tyler Woline can do in his bag of tricks. If anybody can pull off one of those on this field tonight, he'd be the one.
3:17 to go in the first quarter. We have an injured player down on the field, so we'll take a quick break while they attend to the injured player with 3:17 to go. The L-Cats leading 7-0 over the Warriors. They have a 1st and 10 on their own 1-yard line when we come back on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on ESPN Madison.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
The team at Midwest Financial Group are values-based financial specialists that offer full-service financial solutions. This local independent firm has been dedicated to helping people achieve their financial, tax, and insurance goals for over 30 years. Visit mfgteam.com to learn more about how they can help set up your future for financial success. Advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network, a registered investment advisor.
First and 10 for the Lake Mills L-Cats in the shadow of their own goalposts as they have the ball in their own 1-yard line. 3:17 to go in the first quarter, leading 7-0. Wolean's in the gun. Sprint out over to the near side. He's just going to take it and run with it himself. Cuts it out to the outside, gets to the 5, and steps out of bounds at his own 6-yard line. So a 5-yard pickup for Tyler Woleen.
Well, he gave it a shot, just 94 yards short of a 99-yard touchdown, that's all.
Well, he'll John Elway this and just go with the long drive instead. Second and 5 after the carry from Tyler Woleen to give the offense a little bit more breathing room here on second down. He'll have Deuces to his left, single receiver to the right. Claps his hands once. Claps him again, now gets the waist-high snap. Hands it off up the middle to Smolinski. Smolinski up the middle, jumps over a defender, and he's brought down at the 21. No flag. And they do throw the flag from behind. And there's a holding penalty, and there should be another flag for, I believe, hurdling a defender.
Yeah. There's a penalty on the play.
So they showed the holding penalty, but I didn't see one thrown up the field further. So it looks like they're just going to give the holding penalty. And the officials now just confirming with head coach Dennis Leckwey of the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors that he wants to confirm that penalty or accept it. The holding penalty will back the L-Cats back up. So again, Dennis, other than that 33-yard touchdown run, you have the 4th and 1 stop, but the offense for Lake Mills really hasn't been able to just get anything consistently going here in week 1.
Yeah, for a team that had 9 returning starters on offense, get a little out of sync here to start the game. Yeah, back so half the distance.
So they, with the half the distance to the goal, it's just going to be a 2-yard penalty.
Well, we're
second down and 7.
And we were on the 6 to start with, actually. Yeah.
Second down and 7 at the 4-yard line. Woleen, standing in his own end zone, has a running back directly behind him in Habish. 2 receivers to his right, single receiver to the left. Hands it off to Habish. Habish lowering his shoulder. He's got enough for a first down as he's brought down at the 12, carrying 4 defenders with him. Cam Habish with a great run.
Taken down by a host of Warriors.
So you make up for the mistake there.
First down.
He did, and that is a first down for the L-Cats. Dennis, this is just their second first down that they've gotten, because they had the 33-yard touchdown run, and they had the first down on their first play of the game.
Well, they count the touchdown that as a first down.
Yeah,
stats,
I know,
but that's that,
you
that,
know what I'm
right,
saying.
Right,
Dennis.
exactly, yeah.
Statistician Dennis.
I'm sorry. I always look at the final numbers, and the first downs are always wrong. In high school.
Yep.
We're used to it. That's what we call on Saturdays for the Badgers.
1st and 10, Woleen rolling out, throws it off into the flat for Roberts. Roberts is upended, and he'll be close to another first down. Jackson Roberts, the junior receiver,
I think
getting the first down reception.
I think Woleen heard you.
Maybe I lit a fire under him a little bit. Like, okay, I'll get things going. I'll get another first down. I'll shut you up, Hunter Vaughn.
As a pickup of 9 and now a pickup of 15.
1st and 10 at their own 27. This drive started at their own 1-yard line after Lakeside fumbled the ball into the end zone, thought they had a touchdown after recovering it in the end zone, but due to a new rule this year, it actually brought it out to the 1 to make it a 4th and 1 and at the 1-yard line, and then they couldn't convert on that, and now Lake Mills has the ball and they're driving. Woleen, a 3-step drop, throws down the open receiver. Quan at the 50, the 40, the 30, and he's pulled down from behind, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Huge game to Gibson Quant.
At 17, Jacob Marty with a touchdown-saving tackle. Otherwise, that would have been a 73-yard score.
Back-to-back first down passes from Tyler Woleen and the L-Cats offense. Puts them back into Warriors territory. A 1st and 10 at the Warriors 27.
46 yards on that completion, the 27 to the 27. Now they flip the field.
Woleen claps his hands twice, hands it off to Habish up the middle. He's met by a host of Warriors at the 25. Pickup of 2 on first down. We're inside 2 minutes to go in the first quarter of this Slider Bowl here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. The L-Cats leading 7-0. They got that touchdown on a 33-yard touchdown run from Caden Smolinski. Now they're looking to make it a double-digit lead. Tyler Woleen breaking the huddle. He'll have 2 receivers to the top of the formation, a single receiver to the right. Running back flanking him to his left. Looking to pass, throws it out open. He's got Habish at the 10. Habish lowers his shoulder inside the 5, and he's brought down at the 1. Cam Habish getting back-to-back touches, gets him inside the 5, and we'll have a 1st and goal at the 1.
Well, ever since you made the comment, Hunter, that was the ball was on the 3. That was 96 yards ago.
Yeah,
I think I heard you. That's this is the offense for Lake Mills that we were looking forward to coming in.
And for those that haven't listened to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania before, I don't believe in the broadcaster's jinx. I just think the universe is chaotic and random, and that just is what happened to happen here. As Habish lowers his shoulder into the end zone, getting the touchdown for the L-Cats. Cam Habish, his first touchdown of the season. That makes it a 13-0 score with 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. And the L-Cats again going with the 2-point conversion formation. And some teams will call it a swinging door. They've got their linemen all over to that top of the formation, bringing somebody into motion. Rolling out, now dancing around is Collins. He'll throw it into the back of the end zone, and it is caught for the 2-point conversion. Ethan Glenicki with the 2-point conversion reception, and it's a 15-0 lead. 40 seconds to go in the first quarter, and the L-Cats now up 15-0 on the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania, also brought to you by Gruber Law Offices. They have the reputation for winning. Their experienced, powerful team works tirelessly to help people and families seriously injured in car accidents by providing the best care and service. There is never a fee until they win your case. Gruber Law Offices has been serving the people and state of Wisconsin for over 35 years. Dennis, one call.
That's all.
That's right. 40 seconds to go in the first quarter, and it's a 15-0 score. The L-Cats lead the Warriors, and after I was saying that the offense for the L-Cats was struggling to get some first downs, get momentum going on their drives, they had just had that one big touchdown run. They marched the field down 99 yards and scored a touchdown.
Yeah, 7-play drive, 237. So it's good use of the last 3 minutes of the first quarter. Taking charge of this game right now. That's how the momentum swing from an apparent touchdown to one the other way. 15-point swing there.
Brock LeVake on to kick this ball off to Smiley and Marty. We're both back standing at their own 5. Marty will take it on the far hash mark at his own 5. He'll take it up ahead across the 10, 15, 20, and he's tripped up at the 20, brought down at the 23. First and 10 at their own 23 with 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter of action between Lakeside Lutheran and Lake Mills in this neighborly rivalry game. We have an injured player down in the field for Lakeside Lutheran.
Oh, and stretching him out too.
Yep.
You can tell cramps at the leg and pointing the toes. Yeah, that's familiar. It happened in the middle of the night, Hunter. Wake up all
yes.
of a sudden with a leg cramp, and you're going, "Oh God!"
Yeah. So then you can't get any more sleep the rest of the night, and you're limping around the next day because it's so tight.
I go to our front hallway where it's cold, and just a foot on the cold, sometimes that helps it. It's a trick my wife taught me.
Interesting.
She's on her feet all day working for Walgreens, so she gets cramps at night, and I'll hear this, oh, no. I know it's happened.
15-0 the score. The L-Cats on top of the Warriors here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
It's second game in a row. Take a look at the scoreboard. Under a minute, we have tenths of a second on the scoreboards now. Never used to see that in high school football.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, Dennis. I don't know how I feel about it. Because, like, the NFL, they don't show the tenths of a second. So I would rather have that little bit of a mystery. Or do you not think about that at all, and this is just me being weird?
No, what I was thinking about was something else to yank your chain. Basketball, shot clock, tenths of a second.
We're week 1, Dennis. Week 1. And you got to get me upset. And there's no shot clock again in high school basketball.
That's your rant. You know what my rant is, right?
I mean,
no lights at Edgewood High School for football team.
Yeah.
We each have our rants. And what is it, Jim Rutledge? You got to have a good rant every day.
Yeah.
The Rutledge rant. Let's give a plug out to Jim, Matt, Molly.
Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN from 4 to 6. You can hear them or watch them on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel or listen to them on the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Do they pick on you when you produce them?
They pick on everybody when you produce. That's kind of the role of a producer. That's why I pick on Pablo Iglesias, our video producer here tonight. It's just that's the job of the producer. I get picked on by Alex Strofe on Mr. Irrelevant, which you can see every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. And that's just is what it is. As Pablo's just shaking his head like, He knows that I'm right.
From a Cowboy fan to a Bear fan. Yeah, there we go.
You're just trying to ruin my night now, Dennis. 15-0 to score.
See, I can throw it out too. You get me enough during the year.
That was Owen Marty, player cramping up for what we expect to be cramps for Lakeside Lutheran as he was helped off the field.
That's tough because he's a two-way player too, so that's a biggie if he's out.
The offense back out on the field for a 1st and 10 for Lakeside Lutheran. A handoff to Schmidt up the middle, and he is met for maybe a half-yard gain. And they'll give him the yard up to the 25.
I think they're going to let
down and 9. Yeah,
let the clock run out here.
The clock is running. We're down to 14 seconds left. Lakeside Lutheran huddling up like they're going to try and run a play. They're down to 8 seconds now. Now down to 3 seconds. Strom taking his time, and that will be zeros on the clock. The first quarter is in the books. The L-Cats of Lake Mills lead the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors 15-0 after 1 quarter of action here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. They'll switch sides of the field. We'll take a quick break as, again, this is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Sharon needed legal help. She needed Gruber Law Offices.
When I think about Gruber Law Office, I think about how they took care of me, how they make sure that you get what you're supposed to get. Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all. I will always trust one call, that's all.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
They are the best. I'm very happy.
Honda's presentation of PrepMania. We're also brought to you by Stoughton Health. They've been providing trusted care close to home. They're proud to support the student athletes from around the area. From rehab to ortho care, Stoughton Health provides comfort and convenience locally. Visit stoughtonhealth.com to learn more today.
First quarter stats here, just a quick number. Lake Mills, 143 yards offense. Lakeside Lutheran, 37.
The offense struggling to get going, and they will to start the second quarter as well. There's a flag. Matthias Schmidt getting the handoff and losing yards, but it looks like we're going to get a penalty on the L-Cats as Blake Bowman, the outside linebacker for the L-Cats, taking down Strom, the quarterback, when he didn't have the ball. So that'll help out the Warriors. 6 seconds into the second quarter. It'll bring them all the way up to their own 40-yard line now. For a 1st down and 10 for the senior quarterback, Logan Strom.
Well, they'll take it. Whatever it takes to get positive yardage and a 1st down.
Try and get some momentum going as they thought they had a touchdown to tie the game up in that first quarter, but it ended up being a 4th down and 1 that they could not convert. Strom dropping back to pass on 1st down. Fakes out a defender, now running away from one. He's going to cut upfield, take it himself to the 45, and falling forward to the 47. Logan Strom running up ahead and picking up 7 yards on 1st down. Second down and 3 coming up for the Warriors.
That was Josh Baptiste, 62, making Strom run for his life over there.
Yeah, and that's always a terrifying feeling for the quarterback when you go to pass and all of a sudden there's a defensive lineman right in your face.
Or you can hear him breathing in your back. That's even more scary. Nope. No.
And now Strom will fake the handoff, and that time he's met by a trio of L-Cats. losing yards on the play. Caden Smolinski was the first one there for the L-Cats. Backing them up to the 45, a loss of 2. 3rd down and 5. So this is where the Warriors offense has been a lot here tonight so far, Dennis. A lot of 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6s for them. Strom in the pistol, a 3rd down and 6, going from left to right now here early in the second quarter. Gets the chest high snap, fakes the handoff, looking to pass, throwing deep down the sideline, up for his tight end Gibson. He wins the jump ball and down to the 25. Billy Gibson, the first-year tight end, was an offensive lineman last year. Honorable mention all-conference. And he comes down with that reception.
That was a big-time catch. 6'4", 215 pounds. He gets up there with that grip. Be a heck of a power forward, too.
Down to 10 minutes to go in the second quarter.
It's a 28-yard completion there.
Strom, after that 28-yard pass, he'll look to pass again. He's going to throw on the far side, and he's got an open receiver again inside the 10. And that was Matthias Schmidt, the junior running back, who got out of the backfield and got the reception. Now we have a timeout by the L-Cats, as it was a couple of big plays in a row for the Warriors. That is their second timeout. Again, timeouts this year on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania are brought to you by Madison College. We're down to 9:52 to go in the second quarter. Lakeside Lutheran looking to get their first points of the year. So again, if you're joining late, they had the ball down inside the 5-yard line, and then a reception to Billy Gibson. He fumbled the ball after he got the reception. It went rolling into the end zone. It was recovered in the end zone by Lakeside Lutheran. Had that happened last year, would have been a touchdown for the Warriors. But because of a rule change now this year with the WIAA, that moves it back out to the 1-yard line, made it 4th and goal at the 1, and then running back Owen Marty got the handoff, couldn't get into the end zone, and the L-Cats of Lake Mills then drove the ball 99 yards for a touchdown to give them the 15-0 lead instead of what could have been a 7-7 game. Strom in the pistol, 2 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Play action, throwing to the near side again to Gibson. Gibson lowers his shoulder, reaches into the end zone, and it is a touchdown this time. Tight end Billy Gibson gets it into the end zone for his first touchdown of the year and the first touchdown for the Warriors of Lakeside Lutheran.
There is a penalty at the end of the play.
And then a penalty at the end. It's a 9-yard touchdown reception for Billy Gibson with 9:46 to go in the first half.
Lakeside Lutheran averaged 26 yards passing a game. They've blown that out of the water right now. 28, that's 67 yards passing so far. After going 1 for 3 with an interception, it's 4 straight completions.
Well, Dennis, the first key to the game, too, for Lakeside Lutheran's head coach.
Yep.
Exactly. Dennis, like we said, he wanted to be a more balanced attack this year, and they're showing it so far in this first half of the first game of the year. So that penalty went against Lakeside Lutheran. So that'll back them up, and they're going to put the offense out there. So I'll let Dennis, you can explain what your was about that time.
That is huge. Instead of being able to have a shot to go for 2 from, 2 yards plus, now it's back to the, they say they 40.
The 18-yard line.
Yeah, it's not on the 40. It's on the scoreboard. I looked. Nope, that's wrong. So 18-yard line. Yep.
And they'll have it on the near hash mark at the 18-yard line. After that penalty after the play, I believe it was a celebration penalty that
That's
Lakeside
bad.
Lutheran got called for. So Strom sprint out, has defenders in his face. He is hit and brought down. As Strom just had no chance to look upfield that time. That was number 64, Levi Stark, with the big hit, the senior defensive end, getting into the backfield. So it's a 15-6 game with 9:46 to go in the first half. The Lakeside Lutheran Warriors scoring on a 9-yard Billy Gibson touchdown. The L-Cats of Lake Mills will get the ball back when we come back. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on ESPN Madison's YouTube channel.
Bucky wants a Honda with lots of headroom.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
Something with room for all your friends, right?
These are the people who take good care of you.
It's gotta be red, of course.
Get to know Zimbrick, 'cause you deserve it.
Zimbrick Honda. Hundreds of options. Zero hassle.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
Billy Gibson touchdown reception to the junior tight end gets the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors on the board. They still trail 15-6. As Schmidt will be kicking off. Bowman and Schmalinski, and it'll be taken in at the 15, across the 20, 25, spinning away from a tackle at the 30, and brought down at the 35.
Number 27, Harrison Pitzner.
And that was Harrison Pitzner, number 27, on the return on that line drive kick.
It looks like we're going to start up to the 40. Nope. We're going to mark it here.
Is there another flag on the play there, Dennis?
I'm not sure.
Because they
looking where they're
marked him down at the 30, and that's where the officials are standing. I don't see one out there on the field, so unless they already picked it up. We've got a trio of officials having a conversation as they try to figure out what exactly is going on. And it'll be a holding penalty that's going to go against Lakeside. Giving some extra yards now to the L-Cats offense, who seem to start getting a rhythm going on that last drive. So that will move it out to the 40.
It was on the Lakeside Warriors. It was a holding penalty. It's now
Tyler Woleen in the offense for the L-Cats coming out. He'll have a pair of receivers at the top of the formation. Quant will be the receiver out wide, and now the official on the far sideline is coming out to talk things over. I think Dennis Leckwey has some questions for the officials about what exactly they saw or called that time. So he just wants to get a clarification. He's having a conversation with them. So Dennis, right now we're looking at it'll be a 1st and 10 at the 40 for this L-Cats offense, who got things going on that last drive. You expect to see more of the same, a lot of that out of the pocket throwing for Tyler Woleen here?
I do. His strength is being a dual threat quarterback. You want to get him on the move. And for Lakeside, they want to keep him in the pocket. Excuse me.
It's a handoff to Smolinski, and he is met in the backfield and ripped down by 3 different defenders for the Lakeside Lutheran defense. Andrew Noss was the first one there.
And Carson Strom was also in on the play, finished him off.
So he's getting high fives and hugs from his teammates. That's a 9-yard loss, backing up the L-Cats to the 31, 2nd and 19. 9:05 remaining in the first half. 2nd down and 19, inside 9 minutes to go. Woleen in the gun, running back flanking him to the right. Woline rolls to the right, has a defender coming, has to sprint over to the near side now, throws on the run, deep down the field, and a reception by Colin Christian. Found some room and made the catch. A huge grab by number 4, the junior receiver, Colin Christian.
Snuck a little push off in there.
He did,
got
yes.
a push, but didn't get caught on that one. So he got some separation, but then you still got to pull the ball in as you're falling down.
It was a great play by Colin Christian to get that little bit of space.
33 yards on that completion.
So 1st and 10 down to the 36-yard line of the Warriors, and Tyler Woline has the L-Cats offense moving again.
See, Wolin's dangerous, so he gets outside the pocket. He can either run or you saw how he can throw on the run. Just flick of the wrist.
And now Smolinski, a handoff to the right side. He has to dance around in the backfield, able to get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
87 Gibson there, also playing linebacker, defensive line with the tackle.
So the defense for the Warriors have been doing a good job against the run. Outside of that 133-yard run, there haven't been a lot of big runs for the L-Cats offense. It's just been the throwing ability of Tyler Woline, the first-team All-Capital Conference quarterback last year. He's showing why here tonight. Inside 7:30 to go in the half. 2nd down and 10. Clap his hands, get a chest high snap, throws out to the flat, has a man open, down to the 35, spinning ahead to the 30, but we've got a number of flags came flying in that time.
The league's pass complete to number 5, Mason Rosales-Gray. Lots of laundry on this play.
Yeah. This is the PA announcer saying lots of laundry, and that's exactly what this was. Saw 3 flags fly.
You get the feeling once one throws it, let's all throw our flags on this one.
Like, I don't want to be left out.
Offsetting penalties.
So offsetting penalties. So we'll replay the down. It'll stay 2nd down and 10. Ball's at the 37 for a 2nd down, and move it back now to the 2nd down and 11. Excuse me, as we're at 7:15 to go. The L-Cats offense looking over to this near left sideline as they get the play call in. We'll have 2 receivers to the bottom of the formation and 2 receivers up to the top of it for Woline in the gun. Habish flanking him over to his right side. Claps his hands once. Looking to throw, 3-step drop. Steps up into the pocket, still standing. Throws over the middle, and that is incomplete just behind his intended receiver. It was intended for Blake Bowman, junior receiver. Couldn't quite come up with that, and it's a 3rd down and 11. 3rd and 11 at the 36.
Now it's okay. It was the 36th and 37. Now it's 36.
Yeah, it's been jumping back and forth, but it's a 3rd down and 11.
3rd and long.
Yeah, we'll just go with that. 3rd and long. Glenecki, the single receiver at the bottom of the formation to the left. Woline will be in the gun. He's got 3 receivers to his right. Now he brings one into motion from the right side into the backfield, fakes the handoff, rolling out to the near side, throws on the run, a low throw that's incomplete, and it makes it 4th and long. So the defense for Lakeside stands tall that time, able to force a punt now with 7 minutes to go. Or what we expect to be a punt. But right now the offense is staying out there.
You got Levesque, who's the 2nd team all-conference punter. You're going to pin him inside the 10. here's the time to do it. But it was got a play they think they can pick up the first down with.
You've also got a first-team all-conference quarterback in Tyler Woline, so try your luck there. 7:03 to go. 4th and long for the L-Cats. Quant comes into motion from the left side to the right, fakes the jet sweep, rolls out to the near side. He's got pressure coming. Woline brought down for the sack at the 45-yard line.
Gibson.
Billy Gibson, the outside linebacker, with the sack and a turnover on downs for the Warriors. Billy Gibson, an early candidate for our Pizza Hut player of the game, Dennis.
Right. Even though Lakeside Lutheran is losing, he's a difference maker out there.
Yeah, and we've had that happen before. We had it happen last year a couple of times where we had players for a losing team. We've given the player of the game.
Loss of 9 on that play. That was huge. Puts Lakeside Lutheran now even in better field position, just short of midfield.
$7:01 to go. Strom throwing, and it's intercepted. Caught at the 50, the 45, the 40, down to the 30-yard line, right into the hands of Cam Habish. So just as they say, Billy Gibson may be a player of the game, Dennis, Cam Habish gets the interception, gets the ball right back to the L-Cats.
And that's a 1st and 10 for the L-Cats.
The L-Cats offense back out on the field.
28 yards on that return. Big time play. And definitely a momentum switch coming in here in the halftime. Remember, Lake Mills deferred, so they're going to get the ball to start the second half, too.
Woline fakes to the right, now rolls to the left. He's got an open receiver on the near sideline. Quant down to the 16. Gibson Quant finding himself wide open on the sideline on that quick out. And that'll be a 1st and 10 for the L-Cats. Now at the 16, 6:44 to go as they lead 15-6 in this rivalry game of Week 1 between the Lake Mills L-Cats and the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors.
Just too many mistakes for the Warriors, turnovers and the penalties. Other than the one big catch there by Gibson, offense has been pretty much dormant.
Woline in the pistol, deuces to the right, single receiver to the left. Habish behind him, 2 yards back. Quick two-step drop, throws the ball into the end zone. He's got his man. Touchdown, L-Cats. Ethan Glenicki, the senior receiver, in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. 21-6, the L-Cats are up on the Warriors with 6:39 to go. Ethan Glenicki, the senior receiver, caught the 2-point conversion on the previous possession and now gets a touchdown from 16 yards out. Brock LeVake splits the uprights, and it is a 22-6 lead. The L-Cats on top of the Warriors here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. We're also brought to you by Stoughton Health. They've been providing trusted care close to home, and they are proud to support the student athletes from around the area. From rehab to ortho care, Stoughton Health provides comfort and convenience locally. Visit stoughtonhealth.com to learn more today. So 6:39 to go in the first half. The L-Cats up 22-6. So Dennis, the defense for the Warriors, they were doing a really good job there. They got that 4th down stop, feeling really good, momentum swinging back to the sideline of the Warriors. But then the very next play is an interception by the running back and linebacker Cam Habish, and that sets up that scoring drive to make it 22-6.
Yeah, Lake Mills able to take advantage of the 2 interceptions. First drive was 2 plays, 33 yards, 14. This was 2 plays, 30 yards, 9 seconds. Then you had the in-between it sandwiched around a 99-yard drive. So they can go short, they can go long, but they've taken advantage of the turnovers and done exactly what teams that have Camp Randall aspirations can do.
And that is definitely what the L-Cats have as they look to try and get to Camp Randall. But first they've got to still deal with their next-door neighbor rivals in Lakeside Lutheran. Levake's end-over-end kick taken at the 5. That's Schmidt. Schmidt across the 15, the 20, 25, 30, 35, and brought down at the 37. Excuse me, that was number 24, Tyler Schuld. The senior.
Every one of his kickoffs for Levake has gone to the 5. I think he's just put in the same spot. And they've got that designed pretty well to give up a few yards, but no big ones. Now, halfway through a stop here, and Lake Mills can put this one pretty much away. It's going to be tough to come back with Lakeside Lutheran's mistakes and the fact that they're going to have to put the ball in the air more than they want to.
Strom in the pistol. He's going to try and throw. Instead, he'll pitch it out to the near side. He's got his running back out across the 40, and that was Kipton Smiley getting the carry. The 6'4", 192-pound running back.
Yeah, and he's a sophomore. Ouch.
I have a feeling that he may not be a running back after this year if he keeps getting as big as what you would expect him to as a sophomore already at 6'4", 192.
Let's take a look and see if he's on the basketball team this year, too.
2nd and 4 after the 4-yard gain by Smiley. Strom in the pistol. Takes it up the middle after he faked that handoff. Falls forward for a couple of yards. That'll be a 3rd and 4 for Lakeside Lutheran.
Spiegelhoff again with another tackle.
We're inside 5:30 remaining in the first half, 22-6. L-Cats leading the Warriors.
It's 3rd and 4 for the Warriors at their own 43-yard line.
Strom will be in the pistol again. He'll have 2 receivers at the top of the formation to his left, a single receiver to the right. 1 running back in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, rolls out, throws out to the flat on the far side, spinning away from 1 tackle at the 45. Close to the first down marker. It's going to be maybe a 4th down and inches. Don't think he quite got to that first down marker. They'll mark him short by about a yard. So 4th and 1. The offense is staying out there. This offense was stopped on a 4th and goal at the 1 that would have made this a 7-7 game in the first quarter. Now they've got another big 4th and short.
I talked about Smiley, maybe just saying that was him out of the backfield with that catch. Good hands.
4th and 1 at the 46 for the Warriors, trailing 22-6. A handoff up the middle, and he's not going to get it. Schmidt is stopped in the backfield, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And I may have spoken too soon with where they're
put the ball.
This up. This might depend on the spot. The offense for Lakeside is staying out there.
Initial surge, I didn't think he got it on the initial, but he did.
They're going to give him the first down. I spoke too soon. It'll be a 1st and 10, and the Lake Mills fans here not happy with that call.
Get ready with a mute switch. If you unhappy fans out there.
Well, and they haven't moved the sticks now, and now a conversation.
Yeah.
Going on with the official and the head coach Tyler Huber of Lake Mills. And the sticks are still showing 4th down. So still having that conversation. Again, the sticks on the far sideline haven't moved.
From here, from my angle, looking straight on, it looks like the ball is short.
And now they will move the sticks and switch it to 1st down.
That's why he was complaining.
And I think he has the right to be
Yeah, he's
upset
lined
about
up.
that one.
Where I'm sitting here in the press box, literally right behind where the coach was, and he was pointing. It looked like about half a foot short.
But it is 1st and 10 at the 46. High snap. Strom rolling out, being chased down by an end. Strom looking to throw. Throws down the near sideline, and that is incomplete. Underthrown as his intended receiver, Jacob Marty, was about 10 yards further downfield.
Don't catch me, don't catch me, don't catch me. The quarterback, you can hear him going. You can hear the thundering hoof prints behind him. The L-Cat was stalking his prey, and he just got rid of that one in time.
And that was definitely why that was underthrown. He was trying to run away from that defender. It's hard to put everything on a pass when you've got a defensive end chasing you down from behind.
Self-preservation, number one.
Exactly. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. 3:47 to go in the half. Strom over to the left side. He'll cut upfield. He's across midfield into L-Cat territory, and he's brought down at the 47.
Yeah, he likes that better.
Yep.
Rather than being chased, he likes taking it to the L-Cat. So good comeback run. So where are we marked at? The 46.
No, we'll actually give him an extra yard. So the 46, 3rd down and 4. For Strom and the offense looking to respond, down 22-6, 3 minutes to go in the half. 2 receivers to his left, single receiver to the right. Sprint out to the near side. Now he'll pitch it off. Schmidt breaks a tackle in the backfield, breaks another one, but then cannot be getting away from the 3 defenders of the L-Cats.
Looked like Jackson Roberts, number 7.
That was.
And Smolinski as well. Roberts got the first hit. Smolinski helped finish him off.
Still a pickup of 3.
And we get another 4th down. And 1.
So another 4th and 1. The first down marker is at the 43. It's about 1.5 yards away for 4th down. 2:20 to go. Strom in the pistol of his 2 receivers to that left side again. Strom, play action, throwing it off to Schmidt in the flat, and that is incomplete and a turnover on downs. 2:11 to go in the half. 1 timeout left for the L-Cats offense. And they get the stop.
That's another L-Cat first down.
Where's the roar of the other cat?
2:11 remaining in the first half. 22-6. The L-Cats lead the Warriors. Woline will be in the pistol. He'll have 2 receivers at the top of his formation. 1 to the bottom to his left.
I bet he wants to go up top. He's going to run the ball, but
they'll hand it off to Smolinski to the left side, and he's met by a pair of defenders, but falls forward to the 49.
Come on, go for it. Go for the bomb. Go for the bomb. You want to
show the quarterback. Wants a big play.
The quarterback is like, oh, come on, I want to go to the end zone. I don't want to hand off.
Inside 2 minutes to go. Still 1 timeout for the L-Cats. Right now, not running any hurry up. We're down to 90 seconds now to go.
It'll be 2nd and 6 for the
2nd and 6
right.
at the 49. Woline in the gun. Pair of receivers to the right, 1 to his left. Waist-high snap. He'll look to throw now this time. Has to dance away from some pressure. Dancing in the backfield. There's a flag, though. He's still dancing around. Now he'll throw on the run. Has an open receiver at the 20 on the far sideline and out of bounds. But I think this one's coming back as there's a flag in the backfield. And they will get a hold on the O-line of the L-Cats, wiping out that big play.
No, it was on the side, right by the quarterback. The defender kind of turned a little bit, and when the offensive lineman threw his block there, he hit him on the side just enough that the official called it an illegal block. he might have been better off just getting in his way and just letting him go, because when you got a quarterback that can scramble, he had enough separation. But as a lineman, you just don't know where that quarterback is sometimes, how close he was or far away. So that was tough. It takes away a big play. Told you he was looking for it downfield. He wanted it. He had the guy open in the right flat. Deep. All right.
Coming off of that penalty, it moves the line of scrimmage back to their own 39-yard line. Ball spotted on the near hash mark, 1:13 to go in the half. Woleen looks to the near side, rolling out to the right, still looking to throw. He's got defenders closing in, throws it deep.
Oh, my
Man
God.
wide open at the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cats. Colin Christian took the top off the defense and took it to the house. 1 minute and 2 seconds left in the half, and it's a 28-6 lead for the Lake Mills Cats in the Slider Bowl. A 60-yard bomb from Tyler Woleen to Colin Christian, putting him into the end zone. And the field goal attempt, well, they snapped the ball, and now there's a whistle and a stoppage.
Extra point.
So they're gonna redo the extra point, I believe. I don't think the officials had actually set things yet.
They changed it again. They had the line 39, so now you see they put 40 up there. You're right. I was going to say it was a 61-yarder, and then all of a sudden it changed to 40. Good call.
We have a whistle, and it's a timeout by the Warriors, so a Madison College timeout for the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors. That is their second timeout. Is again that first one that they had initially taken back in the first quarter was given back to them as there's the whole fumble into the end zone situation.
Hey, we got 3 more we can still use. We still got plenty of time, 62 seconds.
62 seconds, and it's a 22-point lead for the Cats of Lake Mills.
Separation.
Colin Christian taking it in on that 60-yard touchdown pass to give the Cats right now the 22-point lead. Looking to make it either a 23 or maybe even a 24-point lead as they start to line up again with that swinging door 2-point conversion formation, where they have one player at the top of their formation and then just the center over the ball, with then Christian in at quarterback and a running back, and then everybody else is over on the left side. Quant goes into motion. Christian rolling out to the right. He's going to try and get the corner, and he gets there into the end zone, lowers his shoulder, and he is in for the 2-point conversion. It's a 24-point lead, 30-6 with 1:02 to go in the first half. The Cats of Lake Mills up big on the Warriors of Lakeside Lutheran. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania, also brought to you by Wanakee Remodeling. If you're dreaming of transforming your home into the space you've always wanted, Wanakee Remodeling makes it happen. Whether it's stunning kitchen makeovers, cozy living room revamps, or complete exterior facelifts, their expert team is there to bring your vision to life. They're local, reliable, and dedicated to quality craftsmanship. Schedule a free consultation today at WanakeeRemodeling.com. So, Dennis, 1:02 to go for Lakeside Lutheran. They've got a timeout remaining. With 1:02 left, do you expect them to try and take some shots here, get something going here going into the locker room?
We'll see what happens with the kickoff return. Otherwise, they might just try a couple of runs just to get a little separation, and then maybe go for it. They got plenty of time here. Try to move the ball down. They've seen a lot farther. See where's the kick. Back to the
Smiley back at his own 3 on the near hash mark across the 10, 15, 20, and he is tripped up at the 25, falls forward to the 28, 56 seconds to go.
Try a couple of plays, see if we can break one. No, they don't want another turnover and interception and give them another shot. And as we said, Lake Mills gets the ball to start the second half. So it's a tough way to end the first half. 2 touchdowns here. Big plays. And Woleen with 2 rushes and 2 passing touchdowns. There's your balance for Lake Mills.
56 seconds left in the half, and it's a handoff and a fumble.
Oh, no.
Lake Mills is saying they have it, and they do. 51 seconds left in the half, and the L-Cats force a fumble and a chance to put even more points on the board going into the locker room. Caden Smolinski with that fumble recovery. So he's got a 33-yard touchdown run. That started the scoring for the L-Cats. Smolinski last year led all defensive players with defensive touchdowns.
6. He said 3 fumbles, 3 interceptions.
I made him an all-state defensive player. Now Tyler Woleen and the offense come back out. 51 seconds to go. 2 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left for Woleen. And now
fumble.
he drops the snap, and he and Habish will fall on it. We're down to 45 seconds and a loss of a few yards. They'll back it up to the 34. Dennis, like you said, when they're inside the red zone, you know, sometimes they want to be backed up a little bit. Tyler Woleen's just trying to pad the stats. He just wants to back it up, get another deep bomb.
He wants another few more yards. Well, there we go, timeout. There's the last timeout.
Timeout brought to you by Madison College. With 44 seconds left, we'll take a 30-second timeout as well, as this is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Bucky wants a Honda with lots of headroom.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
Something with room for all your friends, right?
These are the people who take good care of you.
It's gotta be red, of course.
Get to know Zimbrick, 'cause you deserve it.
Zimbrick Honda. Hundreds of options. Zero hassle.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
It's a 2nd down and 17 after the fumbled snap by Tyler Woleen. With 44 seconds left, no timeouts for the L-Cats. They lead 30-6 here in the Slider Bowl. Play action, Woleen being chased, throws it off into the flat, has Roberts on the reception, and he's hit hard out of bounds. Back at the original spot of the line of scrimmage at the 25. So a 7-yard gain. Makes it 3rd down and 10, 38 seconds to go. So 38 seconds to go in the half. Tyler Woleen and the L-Cats offense have no timeouts left and a 3rd and 10 at the Lakeside Lutheran 28. Woleen, 3-step drop, throws quickly to the near side. He has Roberts on the sideline. Roberts inside the 20, the 15, and pushed out of bounds down to the 13. That'll be a 1st down for the L-Cats with 32 seconds to go. They'll have a 1st and 10 at the 12. But there is a flag on the field. So, see what this. That is going to go against the L-Cats, backing them up. So, Dennis, you can definitely tell that this is week one for these teams with some of the penalties and issues that we've seen for both of the offenses kind of getting on the right page.
Oh, yeah. That's why they say most improvements week 1 to 2. Got to clean up stuff. Be a tough film session that first. Well, it used to be a film session. Now, I mean, they've got iPads and stuff so they can see it. So they kind of know what's coming when the coaches send them the plays. Uh-oh, he's going to talk about that one.
After the penalty, it'll be 3rd and 7 with 32 seconds to go. We'll lean in the pistol. Low snap, he picks it up. Throws over the middle of the field. He's got a man open inside the 10, dancing around at the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, L-Cats. Mason Rosales Gray, the junior receiver, with the touchdown grab with 23 seconds. And it's a 30-point lead for the L-Cats.
Third touchdown pass here for Woleen. He's throwing touchdown passes to 3 different receivers and completed passes to 6 different receivers tonight.
And Christian now
again.
Trying to get the corner for the 2-point conversion, and he gets it. So another 2-point conversion makes it a 32-point lead, 38-6 with 23 seconds to go in the first half. Lake Mills up on Lakeside Lutheran. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. Zimbrick Honda's been a proud part of the Madison community since 1973. They're your one-stop shop for over 250 new Hondas to choose from. Whether you're looking for a sedan, an SUV, or a truck, their selection of new vehicles is second to none. Stop in today at their location on Fish Hatchery Road or browse their car selection online at ZimbrickHonda.com. That's ZimbrickHonda.com. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Back deep for the Warriors, number 11, Kipton Smiley, and number 24, Tyler Scholl.
It'll be Scholl.
Set to kick.
So Scholl and Smiley are back inside their 5 to return. Brock Levake again on to kick. And like Dennis said, he's been pretty much every time he's kicked it off, he's gotten it right at the 5-yard line. The last time, though, he did get it to the 3. This is an end-over-end kick to the far side for Schuld. He'll take it at his own 10, the 15, the 20, dances around. Tries to break away from a defender, can't. He fumbles the ball, and the L-Cats pick it up again. So with 15 seconds left, the L-Cats look like they're going to have the ball again.
Oofda. 32 points, 3 away from a running clock. And that's what Lake Mills wants now.
Well, and they actually say that the Warriors do keep possession.
Oh, okay. Well,
it looked like that one of the L-Cats had it there on that initial bounce after the fumble. But they say that the Warriors keep it. And they have 15 seconds left. They do have 2 timeouts on the scoreboard. They'll go with their 2-receiver look, one on each side of that formation, and then a running back flanking him. And Strom will just kneel the ball down and head into half, down 32 points, 38-6. The L-Cats of Lake Mills lead the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. We'll take a short break. let the dean tabulate the first half stats, and then we'll discuss what we saw in the first half and any adjustments that teams need to make going into the second half of action. The L-Cats lead 38-6 on the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Is your home ready for a makeover? At Wanakee Remodeling, we specialize in exterior transformations that turn heads. New siding, flawless decks, and windows that shine. Our team delivers top quality craftsmanship with unbeatable warranties, ensuring your home stands strong and stunning for years to come. Call Wanakee Remodeling today at 608-442-0034 or visit WanakeeRemodeling.com. Schedule your free estimate and let us bring your vision to life. Wanakee Remodeling, building beauty that lasts.
Sharon needed legal help. She needed Gruber Law Offices.
When I think about Gruber Law Office, I think about how they took care of me, how they make sure that you get what you're supposed to get. Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all. I will always trust one call, that's all.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
They are the best. I'm very happy.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
When you or a loved one are faced with an unexpected injury or illness, Stoughton Health's urgent care is there for you. Stoughton Health has 4 convenient urgent care locations for the care you need without the wait. We have urgent care locations in Stoughton, Oregon, McFarland, and Cottage Grove with extended hours to fit your schedule. Stoughton Health accepts over 160 insurances, including Dean Health Plan, Quartz, Humana, and more. Please visit stoughtonhealth.com for more information. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
Hi, I'm attorney David Gruber. After an accident, you need a trusted winning team on your side. For more than 30 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped Wisconsin families get the results they deserve. If you've been injured, call our firm today for a free consultation. We're available 24/7. Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
The team at Midwest Financial Group are values-based financial specialists that offer full-service financial solutions. This local independent firm has been dedicated to helping people achieve their financial, tax, and insurance goals for over 30 years. Visit mfgteam.com to learn more about how they can help set up your future for financial success. Advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network, a registered investment advisor.
Come see what the buzz is all about at Madison Axe, Madison's state-of-the-art entertainment spot. Enjoy 8 lanes of axe throwing, interactive games, plus digital target projection and scoring. For even more fun, check out their indoor backyard with 2,000 square feet of shuffleboard, cornhole, yard games, bar table games, and more. Perfect for date night, groups, corporate meetings, or private events. Madison Axe is your destination for all things fun. Throw it, nail it, celebrate. Go to MadisonAxe.com or head to their location on Stoughton Road today.
GRB Academy is baseball for the serious player. Over the past 15 years, GRB has been Wisconsin's top destination for player development and advancement, including over 468 college commitments and 27 MLB draft picks. Their facility in Windsor is the home of GRB Rays baseball and features over 52,000 square feet of elite baseball training. Tryouts for the 2026 summer season begin July 22nd. Find full training programs and register now at grbacademy.com.
We shopped at Chalmers because my husband wanted to get me a larger diamond in my engagement ring.
The folks at Chalmers said, well, we could just make it like this and we could do these things. Really just basically decided that there wasn't any place else we wanted to shop.
And not only did they create this new engagement ring for me with this gorgeous center stone, they also rehabbed this other ring, and I am beyond pleased.
Her favorite thing to do now is to walk around and show her hands and have people comment on it.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know it's not just a car, it also drives your children's dreams. So whether you're going to soccer practice, robotics club, or opening night in the school play, we help protect those dreams. Save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Halftime here at Lake Mills High School for the Slider Bowl between the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors and the Lake Mills Cats. It's a 38-6 lead the Cats have on the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. As, again, this is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania, and Zimbrick Honda has been a part of the Madison community since 1973. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at two convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires at Zimbrick Honda? Buy 3 tires and get the 4th for how much, Dennis?
$1.
That's right, just $1. So, Dennis, a 38-6 lead for the Cats here at the half against their next-door neighbor, Lakeside Lutheran Warriors. And when I say that, for people who aren't familiar with Lake Mills, I do literally mean next-door neighbors. They are 0.7 miles away from each other if you walk it from door to door on Google Maps. They're down the street from one another. So this isn't just like a crosstown, like east versus west, or even the way that like Madison Memorial and Madison West are. Like they're a ways away from each other. These two schools are right next door. If Tyler Woleen isn't careful in practice, he could break a window at Lakeside Lutheran. That's how close these schools are.
And all these kids grew up together, playing sports together. And then some opted to go to the private school, the Lutheran school, and some decided to go to the public school. But the rivalry always in basketball, football, every sport I've covered, track and field, always been a respectful one. You want bragging rights. You want sliders tonight.
Yes.
You want those burgers. And other than one drive in the second quarter, 76-yard drive, when Lakeside Lutheran got their touchdown, it has been literally in the stats all Lake Mills.
And then let's go through some of those stats. We'll start with Lakeside Lutheran. We'll begin with them as the visitors for this one, again, trailing 38-6 here at the half.
Yeah, basically they had 86 yards in that second quarter, so they're at 123 at half. Like I said, the big one was Gibson coming in, their tight end. He had a couple of great defensive plays, too. Got a stop on a 4th and 1. He had a 28-yarder and then a 9-yarder for a touchdown, so he had 2 catches there. But other than that, they have not been able to get the run game going, too many turnovers and penalties. On the other side, you look at Lake Mills with 295 yards, 143 in the first quarter, 152 in the second. Doesn't get much more balance than that. What I'm more impressed with, again, you talked in the pregame with the coaches to Dennis Lekwe, what are you going to do about that passing game? They've gotten lit up. 11 of 17 for Woleen, 254 yards. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Yeah, 254 yards. And he's thrown to 6 different receivers, 3 touchdowns passes to 3 different receivers. And Glenecki was the guy they were going to talk about stretching defenses.
Yep.
He's got 2 catches for 20 and a touchdown. The big guys, though, have been Gibson Quant at a 46-yard reception, and Colin Christian, 2 for 94. Told you on that drive, Woline wanted it over the top. He wanted He got a 60-yarder. That was an incredible play. And then he's been able to rush the ball. Nobody stands out from carrying other than a few yards here or there, so nothing stands there. But the passing attack and taking advantage of the turnovers. You had 2 turnovers that produced drives of 33 and 30 yards for Lake Mills. But it goes back to that 4th and 1 that the ball is fumbled into the end zone. You end up having to go for it. And they've turned the ball over technically 3 times on downs, but one of them didn't count. They got a second chance. And then 4 plays later, they turned it back over.
Well, and to Dennis, like it felt like if that had counted as a touchdown or they had gotten in on that 4th and 1, I feel like this half would have been completely different.
See, the problem last year, they lost their stud running back and they had injuries, and their season kind of by the end was like 1-8. So when stuff like that happens, it's still a mental game. And Coach, like we talked about, we've got to get over that hump. It's like a defensive back. You give them a touchdown, you got to have a short-term memory. Or
hey, like Ted Lasso says, happiest animal in the world, the goldfish. They got the shortest memory.
There you go. That's it. I like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey.
Ted Lasso, Dennis, one of the best shows out there.
Yes,
but
definitely.
to Dennis, the thing that really stood out to me too, and I want to get your thoughts on this, is the fact that we haven't talked about that Lake Mills' most senior receiver and most accomplished receiver that was returning isn't even playing in this game. As Dylan Brinkman, he last season had 35 catches, 638 yards, and 8 touchdowns last year. He's missing this game because of an injury that he's still coming back from.
Yeah.
So he's somebody that, with the way this passing game is going, like, again, Lakeside Lutheran is a good defensive team. It's not like they're not a high-quality defense. So the fact that this offense is doing this without who we expect to be their best receiver is really impressive.
And he's one of the best defensive backs. He had 49 tackles, 2 interceptions, 3 fumble recoveries last year. So there's a playmaker for you. You take him out, and what do you say, next man in? Lake Mills has been able to do that. This is, again, 9 returning starters in offense. We talked earlier about maybe just a little bit out of sync, all that practice time. But you can go against yourself and you can scrimmage, which is pretty much milquetoast. You need to get hit in the mouth a few times.
Yep.
And you look at their first couple of drives for Lake Mills was a punt. Then they had a short drive on the after the interception. Then another punt. Then they started going finally, about the time you said, hey, what's going on here?
Yeah.
You know, L-Cats, they ended up with a 15-yard completion. They had a 46-yarder. That was the big one. Who did that go to? That was to Gibson Quant.
Yep.
Again, that kind of got him, I think, unleashed. And then it just kind of snowballs. You're making mistakes, and all of a sudden, you know, they got lucky they didn't give him another touchdown here at the end. But now Lake Mills gets the ball to start the second half. They need one more score, a field goal or a touchdown, and we get a running clock. And that's sad because when you get a game, it's kind of out of hand. Now you want a chance for your reserves to play, and it goes by really fast. The offense is out there too much of the defense. And they've talked about that with Coach Graverson with Wanakee when he said this year for them, if they had it like last night, they won 55-6. He talked about getting the starters out quicker. But the starters don't want to come out. They want to play. Well, and it's the same thing with Lake Mills tonight. They've got their rivals, and they want to be out there. But when they're on the sidelines, though, now you got to be cheering for your teammates because that's their time to shine.
Well, and that's also where, for seniors, you can really show some leadership, some different skills that you normally don't always get to see if you're out there on the field. And you can see from those guys. We're going to take a quick 30-second break, and when we come back, we'll have the opening kickoff of the second half as, again, the L-Cats of Lake Mills lead the Warriors of Lakeside Lutheran in the Slider Bowl here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Is your home ready for a makeover? At Wanakee Remodeling, we specialize in exterior transformations that turn heads. New siding, flawless decks, and windows that shine. Our team delivers top quality craftsmanship with unbeatable warranties, ensuring your home stands strong and stunning for years to come. Call Wanakee Remodeling today at 608-442-0034 or visit WanakeeRemodeling.com. Schedule your free estimate and let us bring your vision to life. Wanakee Remodeling, building beauty that lasts.
38-6, our score at the half. And Dennis, I'm still a little rusty here. It's week 1 and forgot that they put 3 more minutes back on the clock for teams to stretch again before that halftime. Completely forgot about that. So we'll have the opening kickoff in about 2.5 minutes.
Right. We were talking about Brinkman before. You know, we're talking about him on the football field. And the coach said he's an explosive kid. He set the school record for hang cleans at 290 pounds. That is a warrior in the room. He also long jumps 22 feet. And I love this, a great quote. Dylan's got something most kids don't have in terms of explosiveness, pop, and twitchiness. What is twitchiness? You want to describe that for me? And how about, you're going to ask our video
Owen,
guy
do you
here.
know what twitchiness is? That natural instinct, he says. I was going to say, that's one of those words that you just hear around like the NFL draft combine. That guy's twitchy. He's like, I don't know what that means, but I assume it's a positive thing. Well, that's why we have Owen here now with us. He's one of our new producers here at ESPN Madison.
And here's my stat of the night for Coach Huber's a pretty good guy. You know, I love talking to him. He talks about their quote, they pound the stone, that want every guy to have a sledgehammer trying to break through that hypothetical bounder. But he played at McGuanago High School as a wide receiver. He was a wide receiver at UW Whitewater. 79 catches for 1,244 yards, 10 touchdowns. And when he was there, the Warhawks went 59-1 and won 3 Division III championships. He knows what it feels like to get that one. Now, as most players turn coaches, he wants that for the L-Cats. So that's something that I'm sure he downplays what he did, but the guys in the program better know that he knows how to win. And last year, again, losing to the state champion, sometimes that's what it takes to lose in the playoffs and then get that next level the next year.
And, too, that loss in Level 3 to Racine St. Cats is that was such a good team, especially the wide receiver Lamont Hamilton for them.
Yes.
It's one of those where you see who they lost to in the playoffs, and you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. It's just they were a team on a mission, that Racine St. Cats team. I don't think there was anybody in Division IV that was going to be able to. I mean, obviously they didn't, but there wasn't anybody in Division IV, or I even think some Division III teams would not have been able to beat them. That's how good that Racine St. Cats team was.
Well, you look at the conference. Both Columbus and Lodi have won state championships within the last 5 years. So Lake Mills would like to add to that, but that they revisit configure the capital next year. Again, I mean, a couple of years ago, before they did this version of it, they had, I think, 4 or 5 teams who were ranked in the top 15 in the state in that division that year.
This has historically been one of the best conferences in all of the state of Wisconsin when it comes to football, as Lakeside Lutheran will have to kick the ball off to start this second half, as Lake Mills won the toss and then chose to defer. So
just what you want. You're down by 32 points and you have to kick off to the other team.
It'll be Bowman and Smolinski back to return. Schmidt will be the one kicking off. And they Lakeside thought that they hadn't sent a football out there for the kickoff, so they threw one out there and then had to send it back before Schmidt could place the ball on the tee. And now he's ready to kick off the second half of action in the 2025 edition of the Slider Bowl between Lake Mills and Lakeside Lutheran. Schmidt's kick, end over end. Taken by Bowman at his own 12. He's across 15, 20, makes a man miss at the 22. Hit and brought down at the 25.
Bowman was brought down by number 11.
Smiley. There's a sophomore. They'll be calling his name a lot this year, I think. Both sides of the ball.
Smiley, again, that's 6'4", 192-pound sophomore running back and defensive back for Lakeside Lutheran.
Ooh, what was that? Trying to fire up the L-Cats a little more.
First and 10 at the 25 for Tyler Woline. He's got his heels on his own 20. Gets the snap, throws out to the flat, and he skips it out to his receiver. Incomplete. Intended for Gibson Quant.
To number 11, Gibson Quant for the L-Cats. It'll be 2nd and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Second down now after that incompletion. 10 seconds into the second half of action.
Hey, he wants to get Quant a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
He got that big 46-yard play in the first half to help set up one.
And they've been spreading the wealth for touchdowns as Glenecki and Christian and Habish and Smolinski all getting touchdowns in the first half.
You got to be able to keep Woline in the pocket and get good pressure up the middle. But, again, when you got 4 or 5 returning offensive linemen back, that's a good comfort zone for him.
Woline throwing to the near side to Roberts. He's hit at the 25, down the sideline, still running midfield. 20, 30, down to the 20, the 10, and finally brought down at the 8-yard line. Jackson Roberts, the huge gain. Breaking away from tackles, tiptoeing down the sideline. Has him inside the 10-yard line.
Smiley with a touchdown save. You could see he was determined. Roberts was not going to get in the end zone. Looked like he was stopped. We were waiting to see who made the tackle, and all of a sudden there he is, running free. 67 yards on that completion.
And Roberts being stretched out on the sideline after that long run. So we've seen a number of players getting stretched out after plays. So some cramping hitting players in this Slider Bowl. It's a 1st and goal at the 8. Woline rolling out into the front of the end zone. Touchdown, L-Cats. That was Ethan Glenecki getting his 2nd touchdown reception. He had a 16-yarder and now an 8-yard touchdown. $11:28 to go.
28 seconds. All it took to add 6 more to the scoreboard.
Well, and that helps when you get about a 70-yard reception in there too, Dennis.
Yeah, 67. Boom, 8. There we go, 2 more. Oh, well over 300 yards. Now you got to wonder how much longer Woline stays in with that lead as we go to running clock. Now it's time to pull him.
Christian throwing into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good to Gibson Quant. It's a 40-point L-Cats lead, 46-6. So we'll get a running clock now in this third quarter.
After the kickoff.
Yep, so that's... Again, that will start after the kickoff. If the Warriors of Lakeside Lutheran here in the third quarter are able to cut it inside of a 35-point lead, then the running clock will go away. If it is still a running clock in the fourth quarter, it doesn't matter if Lakeside Lutheran even ends up taking the lead in the fourth quarter, the running clock will still stay. For those that don't know, unless, Dennis, you know of a sudden rule change that happened, since we already saw that once in this game.
Setting up to kick for the L-Cats. Back deep for the Warriors, number 11, Smiley, and number 24, Scholl.
Scholl and Smiley again back on the return. We've seen a couple of different combinations of returners for the Warriors. And Levaque's kickoff, an end-over-end kick taken by Smiley at his own 3 in the middle of the field across the 15, 20, 25, 30, running into one of his blockers and then stumbling up ahead to the 35. So we've seen some solid returns from the Warriors of Lakeside Lutheran. But again, Dennis, the theme has really been for them that they will maybe get a couple of plays going on offense, but then it's been some penalties or loss of yard plays and then a couple of interceptions from their quarterback, Logan Strom, that have just really derailed this offense, sans the one long drive that they had.
Yeah, they had two interceptions, turned the ball over on downs twice, and 1 fumble loss. 5 drives that ended less than favorably. And now we stick, well, it's 11-12. They stopped the clock then.
Yep.
Because of the injury.
Yep. So it'll stop for an injury here with 11-12 to go, 46-6 lead for the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors. Introducing Pizza Hut's new flavorful handcrafted personal flats pizzas. For just $5 each, you can enjoy bold recipes like Nashville hot chicken, pepperoni duo, 3 cheese ultimate, and chicken bacon ranch. Each crafted flats offers a personal pizza experience just for you. The perfect pizza deal after the big games or on the go. Head to one of their locations or online at pizzahut.com today. Pizza Hut, the official pizza of PrepMania. And in case you're on the website for Pizza Hut and you're looking for those flats, just so you know, it's not spelt with an S. It's spelt like pizza, Flatzz, Dennis Summerout.
Okay.
So that way then you know exactly what to look for when you're looking for your flats. Or it should be flats.
Flats. Okay. Gotcha.
Injured players now off the field. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 34 for the Warriors, who trail by 40 with a running clock inside 11 minutes now to go. And it's a pitch out to Schmidt to the near side. He has a stiff arm trying to spin away from a defender. He's able to just drag Quant down for an 11-yard first down gain. And now we have another stoppage for an injury with 10:37 remaining in the third quarter.
Schmidt, the ball carrier for the Warriors.
So Schmidt getting a solid carry there, Dennis, on the outside. And it's again, Dennis, this Lakeside Lutheran offense, they have moments where you can see where they could really wear out a defense and just grind through drives and really just make things difficult and frustrating. But like Dennis Leckie had talked to us a number of times in this offseason, it's just that discipline and that consistency that they're still trying to develop here as he's in his first year as the head coach of the Warriors. As again, he's been the defensive coach for a number of years now.
Yeah, you're looking at they've got some pretty good skill players. Owen Marty, I think they're in Strom, Logan Strom at quarterback. And, Thiele was a quarterback, but now he's playing some wide receiver for him. And then Billy Gibson, I think they found their tight end, a big go-to guy at 6'4". He's going to be able to be a matchup problem, for teams coming down the stretch. So you can find some good things. You look at try some positives. At halftime you go in down. It's 0-0. Let's just try to keep that running clock. Unfortunately, they scored right away. So now it's you want to get in the third quarter, try to get that back under, because like you said, in the fourth quarter, it'll be a fast one. No stoppage.
Yeah, we have an injury timeout, and it's 10:37 remaining here in the third quarter. We're going to take a quick 30-second break as this player actually. Sorry, Owen, our video producer. It looks like they were going to help him up here for a second, so we're going to keep it right here as they might be wrapping up attending to this player and getting him off to the sideline. So, Dennis, on the other side for the L-Cats for Lake Mills, like we talked about, they lost that game to Racine State Cats to end their year in level 3 of the playoffs. For those that don't know, level 4 would be the state semifinals, that 5th and final level being the championship games at Camp Randall. This team, this is just week 1, but they're showing all of the things and the reason why a lot of people, I think, like this Lake Mills squad to make a deep run and potentially get to Camp Randall.
Yeah, I think we're going to be looking at them in our poll, our medium schools poll, ESPN poll this season. This is pretty impressive against a rival, and this is the first time I've ever seen a game that's been more than one score between them. It's always been a close game, and they're just coming out on a mission and just everything's pretty much going right. They've had a couple mistakes, but taking advantage on the other team when you get a stoppage, come back and pound the rock and get it in the end zone. And that's what they've done all night. Another blitz. Nope, another storm.
That'll be pickup of just a couple.
Taken down by Elcat number 3, J.P. Brzezowski.
And Brzezowski was slow to get up as he was the one on the tackle.
Yeah. Oh, he goes down. He's trying to get to the sideline.
Yeah, and then he just went down, so the trainer will come out. So 10:03 now to go in the third quarter as we have another stoppage. So this time we will take a 30-second timeout, Owen. I'm not going to pull a fast one on you, go play action and pull it out away. 10:03 to go. It's a 46-6 lead. And I'm sorry, Owen. They got him up quickly. So it's week 1. I'm still struggling to find out the timeouts. I apologize, Owen.
You're just messing with him. Yeah. Welcome to the crew.
No, that time I genuinely was not. I thought that he would be down a little bit longer and we could just take a quick break. It's 2nd down and 9 now with 9:45 to go.
Oh,
it's
fumble.
a pitch behind, a fumble, and it is going to be picked up. There is a flag, though. So they're signaling Elcat's ball, but there is a flag in the backfield.
He picked it up. He did.
Okay, so he picked it up. He was trying to throw the little beanbag to mark where the
and he threw the
fumble
flag
happened,
instead.
and he accidentally threw the flag. I'll be honest, I was very confused as to why a flag would come out there. I was like, that was a clean hit. I didn't see anything happening. But it is Elcat's ball. 9:30 to go in the third quarter. They lead 46-6. We do have a running clock now.
That means it's another Elcat. First down.
Tyler Woleen staying out there with the starters so far, up by 40. First and 10 at the 37, inside 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. Tyler Woleen staying out at quarterback, trips bunch to the right. It's a handoff up the middle, spinning away from a couple of tackles. Smolinski still fighting forward and is able to pick up 4, maybe 5 on first down.
I don't expect them to put the ball in the air to rub it in. I think they're going to just try to run clock, see if they can get the running game going, because that's the one phase that hasn't quite hit tonight.
Yeah, and this is, like we talked about, Dennis, veteran O-line. They've got a couple of juniors as well as a couple of seniors on this O-line, so they'd like to get them going and working in a rhythm here. As the clock is running again. A 35-point or greater lead in the second half results in a running clock in high school football.
Looks like the starting line's still out there for Lake Mills.
And it's a rollout for Woleen. He's got a man open on the far sideline, has enough for the first down. And it's complete to Colin Christian. He has another reception for the first down. So that junior receiver, Colin Christian, really showing a great connection here tonight with Tyler Woleen, who's also a junior, so I'm sure they've had a lot of work together over the year.
Pickup of 9 there. Yeah, Christian now at over 100 yards receiving here for the night. 102 yards and 3 catches.
So we're closing in on 7 minutes to go in the quarter. Elcat's up 46-6 Moline in the pistol. Deuces to the left, single receiver to the right. It's a handoff up the middle to big number 74 on the carry. And I don't have a 74 on my roster, Dennis. He's a freshman running back, we're told. Jaden McFarland.
Thank you very much.
Thank you to the
guys
videographers
running the
for
film
the
here.
L-Cats running the film.
That's enough for an L-Cat first down.
That'll be another first down for the L-Cats.
What was the DeForest game last year? We had a lineman that got the winning score.
Yeah,
the
got a
2-point.
thick 6, or a thick 2 it was.
Yep.
He got the 2-point conversion to win it in overtime. Woline incomplete on first down. Wanted to try and throw into the end zone. That just went through the back. We're inside 6 minutes to go.
Second and 10 for the L-Cats at the Warrior 15-yard line.
They're keeping the freshman Jaden McFarland in at running back. This is always the joy, Dennis, of week 1 of high school football. You get the freshman or the sophomore who's suddenly getting some playing time. You don't have them on that initial roster because the coaches aren't sure who's going to be playing where. As now McFarland comes off and he goes sprinting off, and we'll have a flag.
It's Harrison Pitchner. 27 just went in his place.
Yep. So,
and now we got a flag. Oh, they're stopping it. Keep it going.
Stopping the clock at
5:08. On penalties.
Yep. So now the official starts winding the clock.
There it goes.
So they can start winding that up again. Inside 5 minutes to go now. Harrison Pitzner in at tailback behind Woline. Woline dropping back, looking to set up a screen to Pitzner on the near side. He is hit and brought down immediately. Number 24, Tyler Schuld, read that and got through the blockers for the tackle for a loss. That was a great job by Tyler Schuld. The 5'10 corner, the senior, making the stop. Third down and 24 now. Or excuse me, 17.
Yeah, I was going to say that's not quite right. Trying to figure out what it is.
And the offense again, just going to keep letting the clock run down. Into 4 minutes now. Pitzner right behind Woline. Woline dropping back to pass. Looking, scanning over the middle. Had a receiver open. It's incomplete. Through the hands of the wide receiver, Mason Wyman, excuse me. Mason Wyman, the junior wide receiver, getting his first target of the night. And it went right through his hands. Incomplete, and it's a 4th down and 17. They're going to bring out the kicking unit. Looks like they're going to try a long field goal with 3:20 and counting remaining. We're looking at a 40-yard field goal for Brock LeVake.
40, yep.
Down to 3 minutes to go, and LeVake lining up for a field goal. The snap, the ball is down, the kick is up. It's a side-winding kick, and it is no good. Wide left for Brock LeVake. So it stays at a 40-point lead for the L-Cats of Lake Mills, 46-6. Lake Mills is up on the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors in the 2025 edition of the Slider Bowl. Again, for those that missed it earlier in the broadcast when we talked about it, the American Legion here in Lake Mills makes sliders for the winning team of this neighborly rivalry here in Lake Mills. Dennis, I think we need more trophy, rivalry games at the high school football level.
Well, I get to cover for a newspaper the Baraboo Saukpiri game. They're playing for the Mega Bowl, and it's an ugly trophy the players created, and there's a lot of pride in it. And it's a non-conference game now because Baraboo's in the Mississippi Valley.
But I'm sure eventually they'll be back in the same conference because none of the conferences ever stay the same.
Wait for 2 years, it's going to change again after that. Next year and then 2 more years. That's what goes.
It's like college football. None of the conferences matter. They're all going to change eventually. Don't worry about memorizing
the Big 18?
Yep. Down to 90 seconds left in the third quarter. And a wide snap to the left. Able to be pulled in and brought down. Oliver Povich is in at quarterback for Lakeside Lutheran. Povich is 6 foot, 174-pound junior quarterback.
Yeah. Both Povich and Jack Thiele were in the battle for quarterback with Logan Strom. The Strom won. Now it's a chance for Povich to get some snaps here.
Povich handing it off, and no gain on third down. The clock's running down inside 45 seconds left.
Marty, the ball carrier for the Warriors. Brought down by a host of L-Cats in the middle.
Fourth down and 3. We're down to 10 seconds left in the third quarter with the punting unit out there. Thiele's kick, a line drive, end-over-end kick, bouncing, taking a Lakeside Lutheran bounce inside the 30, inside the 25, rolling all the way down to the 23.
50 yards, pretty good kick.
With a good roll and a bounce, the 50-yard kick closes the third quarter of action, 46-6. The Lake Mills L-Cats lead the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. We'll step aside for 60 seconds, and when we come back, we'll have the fourth quarter of action from Lake Mills High School here on ESPN Madison.
Sharon needed legal help. She needed Gruber Law Offices.
When I think about Gruber Law Office, I think about how they took care of me, how they make sure that you get what you're supposed to get. Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all. I will always trust one call, that's all.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
They are the best. I'm very happy.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
First and 10 for the L-Cats of Lake Mills. Tyler Woline still out there at quarterback to begin the fourth quarter of action. They're up 46-6. He hands it off up the middle.
Jaden McFarland, the ball carrier for the L-Cats.
That was Jalen McFarland again.
Brought down by number 36.
Excuse me, Jaden McFarland.
From the Warriors.
Dennis, I think Jaden McFarland, if he sticks at running back and that's the position that they're going to keep him at, he needs to keep number 74.
Yes,
I absolutely love that for a running back. I want weird numbers. Give me single-digit defensive tackles. I want a linebacker that's wearing 87. That's the best.
Well, I think the best one tonight is Tyler Woline, number 1. He's number 1. right?
Does
He's
the
best.
WIAA allow 0 for football?
Yeah.
So see
That's
that
Mason Spaeth on the Lake Mills has got 0.
See, as McFarland sidestepping some tacklers, the freshman making some moves, getting the first down. See, number 0, I think, is really good. Like that one's just that's a universal number.
Only beaten by 00.
Yes.
You say you're 0. That's not a compliment. Yes, it is if you got 0.
Well, and Dennis, D'Angelo Russell, the NBA player, wore 0 because he said that's how many people can guard him.
Yeah.
So, you can have a little bit of swagger to it, too.
Oh, yeah. Got to in that case.
Exactly.
So it's another 10-yard gain there for McFarland.
Moline handing it off to McFarland. That time he will not get a 10-yard gain as he is met in the backfield and dropped for a loss. There was nothing he could do there. As soon as he had the ball in his hands, there was a defender from Lakeside right there in his face. When McFarland heads to the sideline, the freshman running back getting high fives and slapped on the helmet as he did a great job running the ball as a freshman here late in the game.
Well, I got a whole list of freshmen for the roster from Coach Huber. But he said, I don't know how, maybe there's 3 or 4. We'll give them numbers. We'll decide that Thursday or Friday.
Yep.
So he might have. How about walking in the locker room going, hey, here's your number, kid.
It's got to be a great feeling. And another tackle for a loss. The defensive line for Lakeside getting some penetration as Pitzner is brought down in the backfield. That was, again, just another spot where Pitzner had the ball, and there was a defender right there on him as soon as he got the ball. Inside 9 minutes to go in the game.
Lakeside playing with a little pride here.
Looks like 17 for the Hellcats.
Third and 17, down to 8:30 to go. Moline claps his hands, gets the chest-high snap, looking to throw, dancing around, looking, and he'll just throw this one away into lane 1 of the track here at Lake Mills High School.
Moline's pass thrown away.
He had a few words there for some of the Lakeside players as he was heading to the sideline, did Tyler Woline. Didn't look like he was too pleased with the way they were chasing him down or some contact after the play there. But again, like we said, these are 2 schools separated by 0.7 miles, so 0.7 of a mile, these 2 schools away from each other. So these guys are all neighbors, grown up knowing each other, playing against each other here tonight. And that kick is away, breaking a couple of tackles, dancing around at the 45, hit at the 48, and brought down. Tyler Schuld with a solid return, breaking a few tackles on that punt. Inside 7:30 now to go with a running clock, 46-6. Lake Mills is up.
At the 49-yard line.
First down and 10 for Lakeside, now down to 7 minutes to go. And Povich handing it off on the dive up the middle to his fullback. Gains a handful of yards. Number 21, William Bodie getting that carry.
Brought down by number 24, Colton Spiegelhoff of the Hellcats.
Spiegelhoff, yeah, I love that. Yes, Coach Huber was right, the 2 hardest hitters on the team tonight. And then I think Billy Gibson for Lakeside Lutheran gets that honor.
Yes.
And that 4th down play, he just blasted it.
After the 2-yard gain, it's 2nd and 8 for Povich, the backup quarterback. He looks to throw, throws it deep down the sideline, and it's intercepted. The L-Cats force another turnover. William Kirchberg, the senior corner, making the diving interception. It was another interception forced by this L-Cats defense.
3 turnovers, 4 with the fumble.
Yep, 4 turnovers, and then you have the turnover on downs too.
2 on downs, and then the 1 fumble, which cost him a touchdown.
Yep.
Oh, right in front of us. Papa Glenecki. Mama, looks like grandparents there. Gamma, oh, I love it. There you go, Grandma and Grandpa leaving the game.
The grandparents of Ethan Glenecki.
With their sweatshirts. Was it Papa?
Papa and Gamma
I love it.
Glenecki.
Shout out to all the grandparents listening tonight for the kids. Glad we could do this and they can watch it.
We love being able to bring these games. You can head to the ESPN Madison social media accounts. Follow us there. You'll get updates on all of the games that we have coming up. We've got our full season schedule. As we'll be back in Madison, in the heart of Madison, next week, as there will be a revenge game for week 2.
Well, Wanakee got 55 on La Crosse Central last night. I know they're a little upset with the way the Val Phillips Memorial treated them last year on their own field.
Yeah, they were not good visitors to them if you're a Wanakee fan, as Val Phillips Memorial got a huge win week 2 of last year over Wanakee.
Pitzner, 27 Pitzner again.
Yep, Pitzner with that carry inside 4 minutes to go. The L-Cats just going to keep running the ball, letting that clock tick away, as it can't stop even if Lakeside Lutheran were to get this back inside a 35-point lead. So we're into the 4th quarter of action, 46-6, the L-Cats up. There's a handoff again on 3rd down. It'll be a loss on the play. A trio of Warriors were there.
Pitzner carry again. This time nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. So, again, a little pride here for the Warriors, trying to finish out strong, keep them out of the end zone here in the 4th quarter.
And that was the senior backup quarterback in there, Nolan Kolkovich, by the way. Wanted to make sure we said his name on the broadcast as he got in, handing the ball off there on that drive before Brock LeVake came out to punt this one away inside 3 minutes to go. Had some defenders in his face, but still able to get a good high kick. And then it takes a L-Cats bounce, or excuse me, a Lakeside Lutheran bounce going back towards the punter. So Lakeside will have the ball near midfield to begin this drive with 2:30 to go in the game.
Also sponsored by LeVake Soil Testing. The 1st and 10 for
Oliver Povich back out, the backup QB for the Warriors, has a 1st and 10 with 2 minutes to go, down by 40. Fakes the handoff to, or excuse me, hands the ball off to Kipton Smiley.
Smiley, the ball carrier for the Warriors.
He picks up a yard. We only have a couple more plays here before this one hits zeros. Povich in the pistol. He's got a receiver to each side. Nearly loses that snap. Gives it off on the dive up the middle again. That was Bodie again getting that carry. And junior running back. We're down inside a minute to go in the game. The 3rd down and 4. Povich in that pistol, the split veer, fakes the handoff, running with it to the near side. He's got the corner. He's across the 30, 25-20, inside the 15, and then shoved out of bounds from behind. Clock keeps running, though, with that running clock. They'll mark him down at the 13 where he stepped out.
Tristan Luttrell, a sophomore, 6'1", 157-pounder, just said, nope, you're not getting in the end zone. Got to keep you out of there in the second half.
We've got a whistle and a Madison College timeout with 16 seconds to go. All right, Lakeside Lutheran. That is their first Madison College timeout. Again, timeouts this year on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania are brought to you by Madison College, a new partner here on PrepMania for us. We do the 608 basketball tournament there, but also now the college, one of our partners here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. Now the coach is letting us know it'll be actually 19 seconds. We got that timeout in a few seconds earlier, so put a few seconds back on the clock.
And last but certainly not least, Paul Terrell for photography.
Well, last year the L-Cats averaged 171 yards passing. I think Woling stepped it up a little bit, 334 yards here tonight for him.
Yeah, and I have a feeling, Dennis, that's probably going to be standard practice for Tyler Woling in this L-Cats offense.
Over-under on 300 games.
A lot. I'll just say that. He's
And
running
a
it in. Touchdown. Number 21, William Bodie, running it into the end zone with 5 seconds left in the game. Makes it a 46-12 score.
13-yard run into the end zone.
And they'll put 13 up on the clock as it was still running.
And going for 2.
And they'll go for 2 as it's 46-12. Povich out of the pistol.
Offsides.
Got a flag.
Jumped the gun
and
there.
That was an offsides. I saw
somebody move on the right side.
Jack Thiele, the wide receiver up at the top of the formation, also moved, so I thought that it was going to be a false start penalty. But he did. So I think it was kind of a combination of both sides. So now it is the false start.
Okay.
I was going to say, I thought there was movement on the O-line there first for the offense. No, they'll back him up for the 2-point conversion attempt. Dennis, I have a feeling we might see a Billy Gibson reception here, or that's what they might go to on this one.
That's what I would do.
And it's play action. Povich throwing towards the end zone, and it is incomplete.
Povich's pass is incomplete.
That was intended for number 14, Carson McKinney. That was just out of his reach. So we'll stay at 46-12 here in the Slider Bowl. As the L-Cats lead their next-door neighbors and rivals, the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors. Here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania, I'm Hunter Vaughn. With me tonight, the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Sumrow.
I think Lakeside put some plays on there on film they're going to be happy with.
Yeah.
They got some stops, even if it's the 2s and 3s are out there at the end. You still want to make some plays. You want to get some good film there so coaches know that, for a lot of these guys, both ways, even though you had returnees, first time out here, going through the ritual of how do you get ready for a game and Now, when you get you're getting your butt kicked there, how do you respond? Do you roll over and play dead? No, they came down, they got a couple stops, and they came down and punched one in there right at the end. So for Dennis Thuckwee, that's a positive, but too many turnovers and missed opportunities during the game. And then again, their pass defense did get shredded, but you're looking at a potential All-State quarterback there. That's kind of to be expected.
Yeah, it's understandable if somebody the caliber that Tyler Woline is at as a quarterback is shredding your defense.
And we really didn't have to see Woline do much with his legs tonight, running-wise. Yeah, fair catch, and just let it run.
Yep,
that's it.
Fair catch will start the clock on the kickoff, and that will do it for the Slider Bowl. 46-12. Lake Mills L-Cats get the victory, and they win the cheeseburgers. 46-12, the Lake Mills L-Cats winning the Slider Bowl over their neighbors and the rival Lakeside Lutheran Warriors. So Dennis, some first, without looking at any of the stats, and that just initial thoughts here as we get through our first week of PrepMania, and we see these Lake Mills L-Cats for the first time this year. And, you know, I don't know about you, but it kind of feels like we might be seeing them November 21st. For those that don't know, that would be the Thursday of the Division IV state championship game. Just kind of feels like this team has a potential to make that run.
Yeah, I love the passing game. They're going to have to see what they can do running the football. But they took advantage of turnovers. They had 2 short fields, 33 and 30 yards, 2 plays, boom, boom. That start fast. Maybe they didn't score on the first drive, but you got to take advantage of the mistakes. Getting the look like a potential touchdown, and then having the break of the ball has to come out to the 1 and saying, okay, let's keep them out of the end zone, and they did. That was phenomenal. I mean, then at halftime, what is your first goal? Let's get that running clock right away and try to get, some reserves. But you still wanted Woline to get some playing time in the ones because it's the first game of the season, and you can't take them out too soon. They're going to have to get acclimated to playing a little bit longer. So, and again, for the last couple of drives, we did see some reserves getting their feet wet a little bit. And on the other side for Lakeside Lutheran, it's really tough when your neighbors kind of eat your lunch and laugh about it. But no, I don't think they're going to be laughing about it. They'll be getting some hugs. A lot of these guys will be playing other sports together, AU basketball and other things. So, but they're always going to remember for the seniors, God, on senior night at home. Mm-hmm. Well, not senior night, but the seniors, we beat Lakeside Lutheran and we put a running clock on them. So that's what those guys are going to remember.
They definitely will. There's a trophy that is also attached to this, so you don't just get sliders as the winning team. You get a trophy with a slider on top of it as well from the American Legion here in Lake Mills. So we're going to keep it right here for this trophy presentation. Not often we get a trophy to start our PrepMania season.
And the events that make this week so special in Lake Mills. We congratulate both teams on a hard-fought game and thank the athletes, coaches, and fans for their spirit and support. Let's give them both a big round of applause.
The representative from the American Legion presenting the Slider Bowl trophy.
We'll present the Slider Bowl trophy.
Yeah. I'm a member of the American Legion at Cross Plains, so it means a lot for these guys out here, I know, to be able to present the award and to be able to present the colors before the game as well.
And the players making sure that head coach Tyler Huber is the one that gets that trophy first from the representative from the American Legion before he gives it off to the players. And the Lake Mills L-Cats, the winners of the Slider Bowl, as even some of the students rush the field.
Run the field. There you go.
To celebrate with their classmates winning the 2025 Slider Bowl. 46-12. The Lake Mills L-Cats taking down their rivals.
No luck involved in this one tonight. This was just an old-fashioned wallop to start the season. Now, again, a lot of improvement. We'll see where Lake Mills goes next week what they're going to be able to pull out, if they're going to be able to, again, we'll see a little bit more of the running game. But Woleen didn't have to show much there with his legs, and that's a part of his game that has become very valuable. So the fewer hits he had to take was probably a good thing tonight. Work on his receivers. But I like the fact that in the first half, he had 3 touchdowns, 3 different receivers, and all 6 different receivers were in the offense. So once he got, it's that 1 for 4 start, boy, he was right on pretty much the rest of the game.
Again, 46-12, your final score here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. The Lake Mills L-Cats winning the Slider Bowl to kick off their 2025 season. We're going to take a short break. We'll let Dennis tabulate the final stats, as there's a ton of them for this Lake Mills offense, and we'll wrap things up here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on ESPN Madison.
Bucky wants a Honda with lots of headroom.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
Something with room for all your friends, right?
These are the people who take good care of you.
It's gotta be red, of course.
Get to know Zimbrick, 'cause you deserve it.
Zimbrick Honda. Hundreds of options. Zero hassle.
Zimbrick, Fish Hatchery Road.
Hi, I'm attorney David Gruber. After an accident, you need a trusted winning team on your side. For more than 30 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped Wisconsin families get the results they deserve. If you've been injured, call our firm today for a free consultation. We're available 24/7. Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
The team at Midwest Financial Group are values-based financial specialists that offer full-service financial solutions. This local independent firm has been dedicated to helping people achieve their financial, tax, and insurance goals for over 30 years. Visit mfgteam.com to learn more about how they can help set up your future for financial success. Advisory services offered through Commonwealth Financial Network, a registered investment advisor.
Come see what the buzz is all about at Madison Axe, Madison's state-of-the-art entertainment spot. Enjoy 8 lanes of axe throwing, interactive games, plus digital target projection and scoring. For even more fun, check out their indoor backyard with 2,000 square feet of shuffleboard, cornhole, yard games, bar table games, and more. Perfect for date night, groups, corporate meetings, or private events. Madison Axe is your destination for all things fun. Throw it, nail it, celebrate. Go to MadisonAxe.com or head to their location on Stoughton Road today.
46-12, the Lake Mills L-Cats open up their season with a win over their rivals, the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors, in the 2025 edition of the Slider Bowl here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. I'm Hunter Vaughn. With me, the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Summerow. And Dennis, before we go too deep into any of the stats or anything, I think we need to name our Pizza Hut player of the game.
I think so.
No one outpizzas the Hut, and no one outperformed this player tonight. The player of the game is presented by Pizza Hut, the official pizza of PrepMania. No one outpizzas the Hut.
So, Dennis, I didn't ask you who the Pizza Hut player of the game was because I felt like this was a unanimous decision.
Yes, Tyler Woleen, 15
exactly.
out of 23, 334 yards, 4 touchdowns. Rushing, he was a -8 tonight on 4 attempts, but he had a sack and then a fumble that he recovered in the backfield. So, like I said, we didn't get to see him with his full complement of talents tonight. Neither team was able to run the ball really well to maintain any kind of a drives. It was pretty much through the air. You just had the 2 scoring drives, so one in the first half for Lakeside, and then right at the end there with against the 2s and 3s. But total offense, 407 to 186. And again, getting scorched for 334 yards in the secondary. And it ended up throwing to 7 different receivers in the game.
Wow.
So who do you guard? Glenecky's supposed to be their deep threat. But, boy, Christian ended up leading with 3 catches for 102 yards and a touchdown. And then The leader in touchdowns was Glenecki, though. He had 3 catches, 28 yards, 2 touchdowns, and then Gray got a 24-yarder. His only catch went for a score.
You know, and again, Dennis, we talked about it in the second half with this Lake Mills offense. They're missing Dylan Brinkman.
Yes.
He is the highest yards returning from last year. He had 600 yards last year. He's one of the best athletes that Lake Mills has on this team, and they just put up almost 500 yards on a really good Lakeside Lutheran.
You're not going to be able to double cover him because
No.
somebody else is going to kill you. That's where Glenecki was going to come in. You double cover, they're going to take him one-on-one, and you're going to beat a cornerback. You need safety help, and I just don't see where it's going to come from.
Well, and then the problem, too, is we get really X's and O's with this, Dennis. You've got these great receivers. The safeties have to play off the line of scrimmage. Okay, we'll just run it to a running back that just had a 33-yard touchdown in Caden Smolinski, as well as Cam Habish, who's a really great running back coming back for this team.
Yeah.
I don't know how you slow down this offense.
Yeah, Smolinski had the big run, and other than that, I don't believe they had another run that was in double digits for the night. But you're right. You know, so they showed they could run it, and then they just, hey, we're going to beat them with the air, so we'll have to, again, you want to get the pressure off of Woleen. You got to keep him in the pocket, and you got to get some good pressure up the middle. And he was able to get outside, and, boy, he can throw on the run.
Yes, he can.
And you can see the work he put in the spring with quarterback coaches and some specialty and with his receivers, because they did a lot of work in the spring with guy. Hey, let's go out and throw the football around a little bit. When you're only doing AAU basketball and no spring sport, you can afford to do that, and he took advantage of it.
That was our Pizza Hut player of the game. Reminder that Pizza Hut is introducing a new flavorful, handcrafted, personal flats pizza for just $5 each. You can enjoy bold recipes like Nashville hot chicken, pepperoni duo, 3 cheese, ultimate, and chicken bacon ranch. Each crafted flats offers a personal pizza experience just for you. The perfect pizza deal after the big games or on the go. Head to one of their locations or online at pizzahut.com today. Pizza Hut, the official pizza of PrepMania. So, Dennis, any other stats from tonight that really kind of stood out to you? I know we talked about that offensive performance, but this Lake Mills defense, like, they got penetration against the senior offensive line in Lakeside Lutheran. Their defensive backs held up well. They forced turnovers. They made things really difficult for this Lakeside Lutheran offense. That they have some talent, they have some athletes on it, and they really struggled to consistently move the ball against this defense.
I'd be interested to see Pound the Rock, if they've got an award for tonight, who's going to get it, because there was some awful tough hitting out there tonight. We saw it across the board. But my one takeaway for Lakeside Lutheran is you got Billy Gibson, a two-way player that now, I think last year was an offensive lineman. He showed he's got some good hands. He really high-pointed the ball a couple of times. He had that really big catch, the 28-yarder that got him for their first, led him for their first touchdown. And then just the way he hits on defense. So, and he's only a junior.
Yeah.
Think about some of the damage. So, again, with Lakeside Lutheran, you saw little pieces and things, and that's what you build on. You say, okay, what are we going to get out of the film? And then forget about what the score is, except that Lake Mills isn't going to let you forget about it until next year when you play them. So, but that'll be for the juniors and the sophomores. They're going to have that game next year circled. For the seniors, sorry, guys, unless you get a chance to see them in the playoffs, that'll be it. For your career.
Next year, we expect that this game will be later in the season too.
Yeah, we hope. Well, again, it won't be any earlier than week 3 because your first two will be non-conference games. But it's like Wanakee to Forest. Tonight, Stoughton and Oregon had a play in the first game. Baraboo and, again, Sauk Prairie, that's a big rivalry up in what was the Badger Small, and now Baraboo's out with Reedsburg out in the Mississippi Valley. So, yeah, some of these rivalries – you really have to keep them for the older people and just for the kids coming up. You see the scores, you see stuff posted in the locker room, or if you study a history of your team, Grandpa had that rivalry, Dad had that, uncles had it, and you want to have it. And then when they put you in a different conference like Lakeside, all of a sudden they're not playing. The Columbuses and the Lake Mills, again, non-conference. The coaches agree they want to keep that one going, but. Wait, next year it's going to be reconfigured, and we'll have to figure out what other rivalries are going to still be around.
I mean, that's why I appreciate, I grew up in Berlin, And our big rival, Ripon. They're going to be playing, I want to say, their 110th matchup all time this year, because they've said as schools, like, no, we're going to be together. This is our big rivalry. I didn't play football. I ran cross country. Our number one rule was if you see black and orange, Ripon Tigers, the school color, you pass them. I don't care what it is. You pass black and orange. If you see another black and orange jersey, you've got to pass them that. And that's what it is for all of these schools. So I like that schools are making the commitment of, like, okay, we might not be in the same conference because things are going to change.
Well,
we're playing each other still.
Here's one, Middleton and Sun Prairie.
Yep.
That was the big one. Now, for my daughters, Verona, because they lost to Verona at state before Verona came into the Big 8 the last year, 2008, 2009, Verona joined that. So now that's become the big rival because Sun Prairie is in the Badger Large, but that's only going to be a couple of years. Not this next reconfiguration in 6, but in 2008, I'm sure. Sun Prairie's, they're going to have to figure out a way because they want to keep 8 teams. So that means you're going to have to find a home for the 2 Janesville schools because why do you have to go down there when you've got Sun Prairie even closer? So
yes. It will definitely be interesting to see. Again, the final score here from Lake Mills High School, 46-12, the L-Cats of Lake Mills getting the victory in the Slider Bowl over their next-door neighbors, the Lakeside Lutheran Warriors. I'm Hunter Vaughn. With me, the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Summerall. I want to say thank you to our 2 producers here this evening, Pablo and Owen, for getting us on the YouTube channel, hopefully making us look and sound good. I think they did a great job. Right, Dennis?
Yes.
So thank you to those
guys.
2. And thank you as well, Dennis, for joining me this evening. And thank you to everybody for watching as well, as this is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. Zimbrick Honda's been a part of the Madison community since 1973. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations, one on Fish Hatchery Road and the other on Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? At Zimbrick Honda, buy 3 tires and get the 4th for how much, Dennis?
$1.
That's right, $1. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda. This has been a presentation of Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. I'm Hunter Vaughn. Again, for the Dean, Dennis Summerall, thank you for tuning in here on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. We'll see you guys next week as the Dean and Riley Yauk will be on the call for a revenge game as the Wanakee Warriors head to Vel Phillips Memorial looking to get revenge for that upset loss last season. Dennis, any thoughts on that game before we go?
Want to see what Memorial did in the first one with only 3 players back. Yeah, I'm glad that they're playing Wanakee next week, not this week.
Yeah,
with a lot of uncertainty. But last year when they put Pat Rice's name up on the press box, Memorial won on their field. Wanakee wants to win on the Spartans field.
They definitely do. Again, this has been Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. We'll see you guys all next Friday. Again, Wanakee at Vel Phillips Memorial next Friday. You can watch it right here on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.